All right, Adolfo Church, greetings to you. You're welcome to the show here on the announcer newspaper. My name is Daddy Fred. Me did the Daddy Fred, and never know. And then Jumadi no, yes, no go crass. I feel no agenda me. We your bema and I will ban a wash me. Share video this is here now near Nebin. Many Evelyn Taylor, and ma be so come, maybe become. Yɛbɛbɔ nkɔmmɔ paa yɛbɛbɔ ɔdɔnkɔmmɔ ɛnam bɛ mu yɛ nua baa kese boaten ɛwɔ so obi a watwɛn ne bi a ɔnhyɛ program ɛna ne nua ɛnya bi nhwɛ mohwɛ yɛ wɔ YouTube wokɔ de announcer newspaper wɔ YouTube a mohwɛ yɛ wɔ hɔ at the same time moba Facebook so a mohwɛ yɛ wɔ hɔ nti mowɔ baabi bebree na mohwɛ yɛ nsɛm a ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ yɛn abrabom ɛna yɛde ɛbrɛ mu wiase na nsɛn mmarima bebree complaining ɛwɔ aburokyire sɛ ọmọ yere nom ema ọmọ ne ọmọ nna na yɛbɛsɛ ebusa o de be nti na waware na onu kunu wɔ hɔ na ɔbɛsɛ okunu hyigya no so ɔbaa bi de to yɛnim na no sɛ bɛrima a wɔne no wɔ hɔ bɛrima no da biara no wɔsɛ wabrɛ ɔne ne da baako pɛ wɔsɛ wabrɛ afei so koraa no wɔsɛ ɔne ne da 2 minutes na wasɔre na wokɔ ne nyinaa na yɛbɛdu so mu yi asogyafoɔ no so no mobɛtumi anya mɔdeɛ ɛnɛ nti na yɛda so no kokora medin de Daddy Fred nti baabi a mo biara no ɛna anadwi ha bɛyɛ dɛ because me wɔ mmaa sononko a ɔma no ate a wɔ mu nim sɛdeɛ ɔbɛrima ne ɔbaa kɔmpam a ɛsi ɛwɔ sɛ ɔma w'ani n'ani gye ɛbɛrima no bebree wɔ hɔ a ɔmo ne mmaa kɔmpam a yɛ ana ayɛ asɛm ɔho ɔne ne yere te hɔ no na ayɛ biribi wɔ hɔ ɔne ne dɔfo bi te hɔ a bohu sɛ ayɛ asɛm ni nyinaa na yɛ ade ha adwene nti ne yɛba abɛdo so saa nsɛm no mu ne ahwɛdeɛ nti a ɛmaa ne complain sɛ wɔn te hɔ a wɔn wɔ hɔ a wɔn ne bɛrima da a ɛkyerɛ sɛ within few minutes na bɛrima na asɔre na wasɔre na ɔkɔ na nti maa ne bebree wɔ problems wɔ saa adeɛ no na mmarima no so bi so kyerɛ sɛ ɔmo ne mmaa na te ɔmo yere no ɔmo ne ɔmo te mmaa yi ɛne ɔmo nyɛ den ɛna obi sɛ ne yere bɛyɛ ayi ni ɔbaa no koraa nsɔ n'ataare mu koraa da nti ɔmo sɛ ha adwen paa nti wei yɛ nneɛma a amanfoɔ complain ɛwɔ ho mmaa complain nti yɛmfa deɛ he nti na mo bɛhyia amanfoɔ titiri akɛseɛ Evelyn Taylor mo bɛhu no wɔ ha Kate boaten obehu no ha saa so na yenu aba so no kokora ba ko so behu no ma bi so obeti omonka na afei o ma papa nsi mu amye nti yenu aba Evelyn ya da wase yenu aba Kate boaten so ya da wase yenu ya Kate boaten na mo behu no also we screen so today you see her live our program so and it and linking you to your partner that you need message for no so mo brand so I am forward to we suggest na ukunu ntimi endi mo wani nya and your fault and na ye be kyerɛkyerɛ mu mema no nneɛma bi a wo sɛ obokosu style sɛ wo so musia ade bi a wo sɛ mo yema mo dɔfo no mu anichi ɛno na na ye be ye nti ɛkyerɛkyerɛ mo paa yi imam akwaba ya tenase na wonim sujadie de edin ana ya mu so wo abrochire na wo di suja na ma wo life aye miserable pa because abrochire nya ba bi e wo se e udi suja ana mu husa na ma wo life aye miserable unya obi ne nkasa so wo hyedem na ade asana wo ko ba unya obi akwa ne nkasa yɛne na hu sɛ mɛma ne bebree na ɔmakɔfa ɔmɔ yere nom de afiri Ghana na ɔno de ɔmaba no ɔkɔfa ne yere so de ne ba yɛnim deɛ bɛsi wowɔ hɔ a bɛhu sɛ ɔbɛyɛ wɔgyae bɛrima yi ayaaya wowɔ hɔ a bɛrima yi na problems bi aba ɛnɛ yɛnua ayi professor wɔde sɛ nkora Professor Dominic Fobi ɔwɔ 80 years now waware ɔbaa wɔ 27 amanfo ahyɛ ase compute sɛ na panyini saa no ware ɔbaa ɔte saa no sɛ hwɛ ɔware ɔbaa no ɛma wɔno ara ne life ɛnyɛ obi life nti sɛ bɛyɛ a wɔno ne life bɛtu mpɔn ɛno nti na ɔware ɔbaa no nti sɛ obi wɔ nkyɛn na ɔka sɛ don't know penisa worry about to say penisa we say ya. Well with him will trace or becasa. But we'll trace no ensesa dear or no pet into Ubia on a choice. Individual differences into so we'll trace and say Ubewa will be a wedding fees or no choices of Bewa will be a wedding fees here. Nobody can prevent him. Design it abrochra away. Suja dear thing. Niana amount for who can't be one china. Office say, what you win young one out. We are bear manner with the suja, and now we are banner with the suja. I'm waiting, papa. Now, it ran a drawer. Unya will be an in incomo. A dravia will be an in incomo. It ran a pound will be an in incomo. And you are just imagine. Say, and I draw that sorry, unyo be in incomo. A ria unyo be in incomo. How much unyo be in incomo. Yana hard drink. Tea. I was almost we are seno, a moon some no, I be BBO. Na, ne, you have a grown some cra, or your bar. I was so timid ready and tia, who could not watching. O Timmy, any wood dammer when inch. Shreddy and tia, pass a bearman and any one number one in Ubuno. And your mammy believe no money by Matty on good man. So I said, I remember believe so a man. Ain't your problems are air cost, or bit me sorry, or say, ono party say obaba akofo beema bi na beema no one no akasika bo ma bobrade they will not do, and I say I will not do. Na wo ne udofot na one ne bobra wo se me dem ne nkasika mom me ne ntina mom me ma ne nya me hwe na hwan na abema na ye obibia na hwan na abema no akasika bo enti we ne ye niam bi a amamfo ka chese otim se the problems ba about you move because the money be complain say as a man no bibia abuchi ni ma nyina na say obey pedene de be me pedene de wouldn't call bad ka one ne ti na nka mo solve mo problems boom na ne me koye o makwan ma o se nka ye pa enso abuchi obey ye ne de be me ye ne de e be de asumdua ba oba kutasika was a medisika kutamino one ne kuru so mema beye mo nkura beye nan nkura beye numu an media sika kutamino media me misika de me mfa nko yewi na media misika de me mfa nko yewi na oba no ekipu ni sika afiri ni kunu na wo yo oba na wo kipu sika afiri wo kunu na o ma kunu pass through problems bi mu a na kwa me design me chia wa bia obi amenua wo UK uma ukunu pass through problems bi mu a ya na eye yenu ya man pese me busa mo se wo sika wo ne be me bobra na wo sika wo nsem na ukunu ho kire no na uma ne pass through problems mo dwendwene ma no ho kire na ya na ovin say ye bi eni so ma be ma ho kire no na oba be ma so eni so ma oba ho kire yen problems aye wo nyina ne se wi ase na se obi e pere ne biase enti se obi pere ne dia oh ya na ya simbia ho oh za obi pere ne dia ya na ya simbia e wo ho di ha dwen biase obi e pere ne japade oh za obi e pere ne dia le ha dwen nti we are seeing seven emu adin abrochire nkoa na ta problem si ya na ego kaga na kra de ka oni oba na ka oni oba te bona mo shebrase a ka niema koye kama unsa ga na ware no kra so mo cha abrochire dio nka abrochire nka mo ye adwuma oba ne ye adwuma de ma ne ye adwuma sika wo mu nyina mo nsem no na abrochire so aye bibi yo nti ha dwen pa ye nti wiase mu nsem no ha dwen pa nti se wo ho na onti niema bi ase a obi won nchen a wonti ase na eyade a nneɛma bebree na ɛkɔ so. Ɛdi ho. Ɛha adwene yɛ nuanom mmaa no yɛsrɛ mo wiase a yɛte no wiase a yɛte no emu nsɛm no ayɛ biribi ɛwɔ hɔ. Na sɛ nka wote aburokyire no na wote hɔ na wote hɔ na nka wo ne bɛrima te anigye mu a nka ɛyɛ asomdwie paa anaa mohu saa wo ne bɛrima te anigye mu nka ɛyɛ asomdwie nso yɛnhu bi biara problems solve da biara wɔ bɛrima ne ɔbɛɛko ɔbaa so ne bɛrima ɛko ntɔkwa nka aburokyire wote aburokyire na wonya bɛrima a wɔtwew na wo ne ne bɔbra anaa wonya ɔbaa a wɔtwew na wo ne ne bɔbra ka ho nkyerɛ wo da wo nso sɛsɛ deɛ ɛkɔ so no asɛ yɛfrɛ biribi struggle for yourself obi yɛ play ne deɛ nso mo saa wɔ mma mu wɔ abusua nso na akɔyɛ biribi bi a hɔ nti anuanom deɛ ɛkɔ so no yɛ nuabaa Kate sɛ ebu aten aba yɛmfa no ɛnto so ɔhema ɛte sɛn
Daddy ayo na so
abɔkɔ na Canada te sɛn
Awurade ado bibi akama you say the weather no why fine pa
your weather no why fine weather no nam kuruma no wani so ayɛ wani
you say the jacket no boot
no Kate say what there amanfo ahu wanim kakra wadwene ne yɛ program yi so
ani o me da wase
yeah sujadie say the city wɔ aburokyire
hey daddy mefa akwanya we su na machia one ahwefo no watiefo nyina mama Evelyn ne omo abusuafo a omo support program yi edo bi ase na daddy krom ha a sujade asama akopeja ba de say we asam kase pa na akwakobosu yo because krom
anyway African wear no Ghana continue use special pa
okay yeah oh atida wonyame ho yeah daddy na wo muni say wankunam nkwan ya nkunam na anamwa sebio enye sebia woni be ma no beda no nkwampo no na ya ade bi a eye important you wan kasa wasetina mu niema wo beye ne ade no enkoso eye wo nkwan no se koba se woni obi nenam sebia ndipa kro ye okunu bi ana sebia oye wo friend bi na ne nam obi eboabo no yonko a aya no masetina ne timuko manimu ntentem se wa hu
nti yes se wohwema monkwa na mo bema oba nkwa na wotia na bema nkwa na moti wa bukyira na se de wo ka ne kyerɛ se na emane ma yɛ din yesa
sa pepepe dan ka a wobetua ene utilities ne nneɛma nyina akeka ka ho no aduane a woni obi na ti a aya na ho ha wo kakra ana mefa se bia wo ha kra na nyame fa sa ma wo na obi a ya frɛ ofie aka nsɛm bi a wutwa wani a anya hwe no ɛbɛtɔ obi anim but say se onkwa na so tia na woni TV ni phone na ti hei ne ye frobo amane hwan na akobo na amane se wo hu eye nsem bebre nti daddy fa ankunam asetina wa brochira na ya papa nti e wasema obisa na me pa cho asema ha nkrofo bebre adwen e wo krom ha enne nam so ye sei no wada mo mane sister Evelyn mo boa ma nkrofo enya omo ahokafo e wo kro imu because nkwa wotina eyo how papa wakọ adwuma ba daddy we say snow yiba o snow no yen start yen fan and some idea unya hu hwe yen fan start snow no na wakọ aba na man no whatever
somewhere we see you nya hu hwe
and yen hu ye de fe no ntinche ne ko ka winter de no say wan hu daddy we say waba na ukọ adwuma ba ebedu fie no e ma no be 60 e wo Canada ha asem kana me ka o
you have a minus Canada
etimi ko minus 50 60 etimi ko yeah aha na da du bedu fie ho wu se che beka sa akoma siu so afo bedu fie a afi na be pa aduane adi afi na be we ubeye wo uni obia afo kwada so a umpa wo do ho to so kasa ye de wakoto I fridge mu empa su nyunu wo yo ho hye yeye na ye na sebio kafra no obi na wa ha anya hwe obaye obebua bibi kakra ukoda wanya no de nso akoda no kakra ohu atọ we de bibi ho
Kado
e
na
ma
chese.
ai se wo beja wo de oni pakwa no honam ka wo ho a be ma wo ho aye se kakra se wa hu then
Unam kan wonam. Ena ne friend unam kan wonam
se
na
wa
na.
hu daddy say ye heated blanket kura enti se nipa de da wo chan a better sin bi artificial name bia se wa hu enti sujadie wa brochi ande daddy ya papa obi o ga cho say de bia oboa
Hey,
ya
and said
papa
was a Canadian. I just say we are ban on one to our bridge. Yeah, let him say more thing. But
daddy
me man so you face problem so and yeah easy. We are
aha se mi
bema.
die se wa hu
We
na
are
kana
bema.
president
Uh-huh. Me too.
kana kwese krom ha ise no so se bi o anti se Ghana no a ubetimi akwa ade mu baabi na ja otikoye ya bia akwa hye obi wa ase achie ho baabi no krom an obi a ebi ze obi atu obi adibirika na se yi se wo ye obi a wo ya
Kroma so ba untimi nkokase untimi nkokanchiro bi se
sa
me
pe
pɛ
pe
no
pe 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 pe
untimi
pe sa
nkokanchiro
pe
bi
pe
a
pe pe pe
se
pe
me pɛ obra betena me nkyɛn ana
sa
akɔyɛ
pe
sei
pe pe wutimi nka sa krom ha ise no mo a ya mo tim ko hyehyɛ nkrofo no ye mo ko club ni mo ko ne ma no ma ene de ani tie ya bia na akwa akohyia abro krom hafo ebi ana akwa akohyia obi ba bi de nye sa na se why you obi to say be a responsible person be a wa wufiri wadwuma a wura fie wufiri fie a wokɔ asɔre wufiri asɔre a wokɔ adwuma wufiri adwuma be wura fie a ende na ayedin
ɛdɛ
e
sɛ
be yedin
wodi
pa
sugya na na sɛ mu bɛyɛ den paa nti sugya no sɛn ne siteɛ menim sɛ wode ɔwɔ experience kakra
daddy na se ka se sujani ni obi a oni obi a ono ko an nete na ono an na ye ni bibia o decide ma ne ho oye bibia ma ne ho si wahu daddy me de na mahu ni se abrochire han ni se udi suja na woni ma nko animu aya na fiefo no aya na omma emwa omunua no mo omwa abrochire ha se bio omunim se omo nko an nete omuni kunu ana se omuni yire no aya na omasetena eyiya enti ye besre se fiefo na aya momwa oye no momwa abrochire na omuni obi ni se be ya ebe ma atete ana obi kan omani enkotu ento mo nsem because nkwa wote no a aya na asitra na eyiya eno nti nkoda no expenses no niam so ye too much a eno so na akɔfa asema ba na ye na kaja wo obi a woni ne ti ha ya aya nipa na onya hwe ma nkra anya hwe no rent obi kan 50 franc abefa won adwane nti o ma 50 franc wafa ne saa
just o chip pepe no ma obi na so kra wo fa bi kra nya problem
aha so hu na wotie ye na onya mema ne bi so de a ende obi wo ho a o ma wontua 50 no ende no kra de wo kwa eye mema ne bi mu ye kama pa ende bi wo ho baka cho say tua light bill ana bi atua water bill ana atua aduane bra fie maame na aka bia mafa mema ne bi mu so ye sa pa o mo pese o ma ware ye koso na o ma ni gye no saa mema ne de o ma ni gye papa bibi o mo hia bia ba ne ye ma wo mo kama na o mo ma ye o ma dwen se omuni mara be chiche ni mo munu so aya na eduru be bia na mara ka se okay sese ye nyina chiche de na akwa se friends with benefits and I'm a boy.
yeah
It's a
50-50
basa no.
yeah 50-50 yes sir
Ha. Enti no e basa no control ba na control because they say no we scan ye nyina ye che ne pepepe. Enti afi na me no aduane afi na ade ande wo pese no so aya na enye adwuma. Ti ye nua me ma no ye besro mo se omo ne ma no wo ho aya na omo mwa ma no kakra. Sina be ya ma no so timbe omo de na omo so agigi omo so se ne omo pe.
mmarima no bi complain sɛ ɔmo ne ɔmo yerenom nɛte efie dan baako nso ɔbaa no mma no kwan mmɔɔ ne ne nna anadwo adam ɔbaa no ɔni taste wɔ mu anaasɛ afono no anaasɛ deɛ bɛyɛ nti na ɔne ne kunu da mpa so na wakɔ dware akɔbɔ paa daa bɛda mpa no so ne nan bɛn ne kunu nso ɔma bɛrima no nhyɛ so why
Daddy yo me da say daddy mpa show na me mehu ni say so ba ni be mate na se ba no sha ase de ne ho kame be ma no ana se be ba no sha ase de ne ho kame oba no a na there is a problem because so wo pe wo yire ya da bia na mehu ni so po yire emfa ho say we ya no pa awia anwumre anajo because the hospital dro 3 times per day and hygiene so what you say
deɛ bɛn na 3 times a day
me say one no one ne nkita mudie no mo betimi ai de anytime bia mo pe
nkutahudie me de menti nkutahudie na se ɛno yɛ deɛ baadeɛ
Oh, so who said that yeah, I can't pay for them. But say about when we be okay. So on the on any bedano, on any badano, and ya na and haba na drink. Na be ma only about ho, woman to so more see Jamie boo. We see you say one who said there is a problem. Problem na told I am man be ho moon missa. Dear some mamma, maybe I can be a hot mammy. Debbie, and now ban also the more cars say the daddy. And did you able to me and sa na be man that so or Gina Sunday den. O ko dampa isu abai so mo so jamu so mwapeden na no me say ni say wahu enkomo ade prama hu wo ye mema ene ye ma ni nyina a ware ye ne ya setira mu a ye ba brochira ha ya dwen pa any communication daddy ye lucky emma ni mema nyina ye lucky communication
na say ye din kuta ho ye kasa ye
e
church
ha bi e betima be so kwa adwuma mu pa bi akoma stress wo ho nti uba ye no wa dwen kura bom e basa hu se wo so hu se uni obi edi nkita hodie no e ya dwen e ya anije e ya mfa ohye ana areho e na eye e ya de e ya anije adwuma se wo hu nti wakwa adwuma mu na ayakwa ma stress wo ho na wa bana be ma sise na so kaka sese ya na akọfa asema same as the man so eno so be ma okoso be ma na be ma ka sese ya nyanti ase ma ye ho enti ase a eni
obabi ne kuno te e wa approach otimi ko so be ma ka se de bi me ne wo na ebi wo so
ani
be ma ka so
mema ni bi daddy omo life no mpe so musu ase tititi no a na ne one ne maame ne papa wo hu se ne maame ne papa kuntokwa ye den those kind of some mentality no obi mu se o timi ka se mi ni waduane e wa burochire ha o ni aduane no e wa burochire ha na me ni be ma bi nsu a ono se se aduane no pese da bia na yire no ane fresh on pese aduane she fridge mo de be ma no enti aduane she fridge a freezer oni ebi she fridge ma
onu aduane si freezer obema no woni
Debbie open fresh every day.
Wow.
Osi ono ne maame ne papa wale yen sando hu no. Wa wasema me ka bi ni o. We asema ye ka 1980s asema 1900 asema o de about 2023. Aba brochire ha se ne yire no no aduane da bia fresh. Daddy, sister you so American no. Oye nurse, oye adwuma mienu, oye full time san ye part time. Sa nipa we no menye aduane fresh every day. Na aduane no be no an so hye wo ho o se ya akokọ na ma na se aduane ma na nantwi na ma e wo se oho o barbecue nu kakra aso o de aye nkwan no that is nothing enti no me asem be to manim e na me ka tere bran se me bra me pa cho ndi e be ya ndi e boane na onya adwuma no baako na anka enkoka baako se na be ya nko benya kwan na waye sa nnwuma na wo pese onye ma wo no ana ye bia be ya wo so ba fia be ma ne ka taxi nam sa na tie de wo ba wo na wa to ka na wo yo taxi adwuma and ya be sase se na ba ne ba ono so ne ho be hen no o se ma me kan ya kan na me kra so be ka bia ma me sa be ka bia mo wadanfo na me asem no kra na me kan na brochire na se na masia hu no ho na betimi aye adwuma mienu sister sole no pa okọ first job na okọ ni 8 o'clock no upon 4:30 no akọ ba 5 o'clock no upon 11
to was na chire mu yi to was pa
yeah daddy
okọ anopa 8 o'clock oba
yeah
no upon say
4:30
anwumre
no wase akọtọ ba akọtọ 5 o'clock no upon 11
ansa no obani kunu nchen
ansa no obafie aba ba ye aduane da bia obape straight to jare afi na obaye aduane na me o da bi we de anya adwuma nti be ya wada wono ma o si me de na aduane wano ahye fridge freezer minni abrochire ha o
ode be ma no tifie omo abrochire
omo nyina tifie kama omo wo ma kama
aduane na ode bi hye freezer ma be ma no se onni
Debbie.
Ne ti kura na eso oba bi nu akura ma na bedi be abrochire
be Debbie onu de so super fresh
e ma ni bi kura no ama uni o
o we de tie ya me na abroso se wa mu se daddy na me hu ni se sa ade bia wonya ne fo a wo nhwe so yie ade bia ne boarding ne so kota ai time bia wo chere se ade no wo ye we de ne wadu we bi to na boarding pa o na ade bia konya ne fo a we me koto no dollar store we de fatu che mam de me ho enti na me hu ni se emema ne bi wo ho am o manya ma na adufudie enti o mu emu ani nso nyama ne ya ma o mu sana mani bi nso omanya meba no bi adufudie nti omo so ani nso na meba no ya ma wo mo enti na meka me na kosia ne se e wo se ye nyina ye nya ho nti ase na daddy mesi nkomodie nkita hodie eboa papa 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 mi tia man bi mi tia man broni bi one ne yire e wo madwuma dada na me yenumu e na me bisa ne se so matena 50 plus years na me kan se on kire me
worry 50 years.
I plus I do 60 crowd. So she now on my high school for. And I make us say, and to my then I'm watching yatina, I'm never told Sebra, papa no catch them say, or cast as match say, or no dear na bra boy see so nearinty only problem. Now, yeah, and so, or move shas young crowd munano, and no man a year and boss. Bibia, near ye, sika seven yina a back. Na yiri ne to atade ma no tompa bo ama no to bibia ma ono kra onim dwadi ono so ono anto bibia ma no ho da na yiri ne di dwama no bibia ohia bibia wo ko bisa na yiri enti na me se ne enti no
ba na yiri na hwe sika so wo fie ho
bibia me so mo ya abrofo
asundwe wo mo ntem nyasa
daddy me so mo ya abrofo o se saa de na oye na wa hu se aboa no papa because oba ni nim sika omode ba and omnium expenses your more ye. Into a band maybe son of it, no so go be sabana she. O man tomo down with your mortgage in a ma. A jab one I could cram the quack, but then I'm how to tom in your mamma come baby. Or say, or more and I'm sad in it, sad and I pass it through ni ma or ma warm, and crying in no my wally air cosua, or munina wawale at 20 plus, 30 plus or more money. And in I say, I am anti any hono, and a ma worry misunderstanding, I am not a bower rimu. So what you say? And you know,
Tinkabenya can't ase communication na fe odo
Sape pepe.
Me ba me ntwa no. Okay, land the home me.
Ya nti na meka ni say ya ba obi man so say ye wa kwantum ha na say ye wo fie no ye nsua bibi kwan ben na mefa so me wale ye ebetimi agina because awale ni bi ho na wote ho a wo hu odadi gi say o jan say wo mistakes be bra we ye
say wo mo dia wo hu hwe ba wo jan dia be mistakes no
na wo free ho a na be hu mistakes na de ba kwa amesen aka atumi nua ma na me nua me mam tibi say namfo and I say, while we are see bebre.
What can say me 3 times? Namfo.
Daddy, and now 4. Me see, when we say, yeah, Mayano, the agua for Fabranti, be not so no corner coda. So we say, oh, when you are G, Ubaba board off be a man, you won't want enough for now. No, do what that. Aqua sell, be one be my one and you, not be my can some. One, Ntino, and now 4 no, which me yes, and I be one so. Open irina sem na danfo betimi aya na one ba na jai saa na be ma bi so no so ba bi so open kuna sem na danfo be yen konkonsa na awale na gu be hu ana erefu ana wakwa akɔhye ho enti namfo ya ade bi a e wo se awalefo ye yi saa ware enema nyina afiri ho o ware a ukunu yo maame yo papa yo nua yo ba yo bibia so otimi ye ne saa ebeboa e ma no yemfa ye kunu mu se ye nua no me ma se ye Paul masem no saa na me ma so mo mfa mo yire no se mo nua ma no se mo so mo pɔ na sem no na mo nchichi o mo well because ni oba ho and boba ma de se bi o kafra uti hu kwan bi abefa so abegijo mo so a o ma se tra anya din o enya din kura saa na me ma no so hu kwan abefa so abegijo mo so se tra anya din ti wo hu
nti ni nyina ye akrokro ne
ni nyina ne akrokro ni ndefe kasade ni ade na we kana we atu ama ne yonko na we kana we atu ama ne yonko ne ade de a ende na wo so hu se enya ade a ebekoso etimi nua ma me mama mo platform so enya kopan ya adoma yenya ready fred a ene is every mama do sa program we asi ho no mama yemfa ndema bi wo ntu ye ho fo especially ye wa kwantu mu hypo de na yasema e mobro because eyo ye kukokuko na be mani ja se kikrawa ha so wani be waso be se ayesi okure mu no enya asem papa
enti no na okasa de be na okasa
because that the basa m1 first pay na oboabo kakra ni nyina ko te say afa na bibibia be start life foforo bibibia afa na obehwe bi o akotena na afo bi nchen na problem na wa free akotena na afa nsem bebre bi so first na kan ho kwa to be bi kama
ma ne bi so no ya na omani nso ade okoka o say o control me too much e wa abrochire who ko cancel ba ne say adan no na dem buy you o de me buy crack check o kana me ntua ma who ko ka oba ne say adan yeba me nua ba so enjoy it. I said they be wa chika crow nyawa kate nyawa
Okay.
okay ma they be wa chika crow temenka so I said fine and idea yeah okay you see no okay yeah I was say was man was why is okay yeah ma me nua ba enjoy it okay ma to say
Add more, uncle, I'll say.
boko bibi e koso de Kate Adam for no enjoy it
Oh, hello, Nanaki, I just saying. Me to voice, dear sweet voice, pa, me to voice, and I be I me.
What your voice cry na bibi was no cry yo
Mama Kate,
Roger
the same.
I read the more now, so eh.
Nyamia adunko ya.
Yeah, the radiasi.
Yes.
Suja die to say
Me di funim say me tree no enye papa nti no
no
me
problem yeah you na yeah to Kate ya uraba pa Ghana now ye edmom panyini pa na Canada pa so say edmom panyini ti o ye uraba obetuma te brofo no ko see it you
well me feel say suja dia one it's enye easy. So what I say even Bible class say, you know, it's not good for man to be alone.
That's right.
Because Nyakupon, he didn't create us to be segregated. He created us to be interconnected. And so we need each other. Like human beings, we thrive by relationship.
Yeah.
Right? When you're separated, you can be depressed. When you're isolated, you know, that's a lot of depression. It's as a result of isolation. It's as a result of, you know, depression, especially, you know, even with some people, no, uncle, you can be you can be crowded. You can be like, you can have a lot of people around you, but you can still be lonely.
Yes.
Right? It's about getting people who genuinely care about you. Yes. In my opinion, no, so when you're be burden bearer, right? A burden bearer is someone who carries burden, who carries something heavy, right? For Christians, you know, Christ is our burden bearer, right? But as a human being, no, even just nipa bako, not that person genuinely cares and loves you. Obetimi akachero, uye bibia, that person can set you straight. And you see, bibia uwana nipa no epe bintino. So I tell you, yeah, dear crana and ya because of so I tell if you have one person in your corner who loves you, who will show up no matter what day it is, no matter what time it is, you can call the person and they will be like, I am coming, I am on my way, I got you. You are the most lucky and blessed human being in this world.
That's true.
You don't have to have money.
We don't see that here.
But that's the thing, because human beings, we place value on material things.
If you know, don't generalize it
like that. But a lot of people, right? Nipa dudwana say would like nipa 10, but 8 will place value on material things, and that's where we make mistakes. Because uncle, I learned at a very young age, is that relationship, right, will get you to places that even having physical money and wealth cannot get you.
Yes.
But the relationship should be good relationship.
I'm not saying that's what
we're genuine one, yeah.
Genuine one.
And your fake relationship in here can talking about a genuine relationship. That's why men say there are some people that there's something called a burden bearer. No matter what it is, you know, everybody everybody will show you when you're sem but there's that one person who will say, no matter what shame is coming, I will stand by you.
By you, yes.
Whatever the situation is, we will go through it together. That is good. Now going back to your question, which I digress. But a suja de uncle, yeah. That's what I say. What? If I jolly crowd, like, and remember we go dry, I was wrong, me summit, she may say, hey, I did grab it, just say, Bobby Yanka, no, be the, also know they are far with charmer, and then the pomade or, the lotion can go everywhere. So, you kind of say, dear Suja Pa now, we'll see, with Chikra, no color, no, if you know how you
Oh, the man,
we discoloration. So I because that to be do. So it's not a fun thing to be in. It's one of the things that causes depression a lot.
Nana.
Yes.
Nana mpacho ma mefa asem akonto de so. Ade ba ko ya kra ne say ye no ma hye kabai. Na zip bi da akire. Wo de kabai hye a, uni obi a otu mama. Udi obi a otu mama. I thought that me take a banana, my quack downstairs. So be John, please, can you help me? Because
I've done that too. Can you zip me up?
No neighbor, bear man or your bear man.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Or your bemo or your bow or your jaw. Well, as long as we are zip up on the
easy.
Easy.
And I'm see what cheeky cow. Who's a kick out? Hey, Debbie. It's not good. It's not good for a man to be alone. When I talk about
that's
men,
right.
Both man and woman. It's
no,
not
good. Who can we chinkwa? They say your problem.
We are
na awo wom na okwa na oda.
But the point is, they say, uncle. So even though it's it's not a good thing, no. But our reborn year is worse. Our reborn year it's worse. And Kadiodi by our reborn year and Kafedi Suja.
Pepe.
K2 for us, sir.
Daddy, Nana, what's my work me for so pa because Suja DNA ya. Nanso no ayana woni nkeka ho bi a chesa niam bi a tete wo e do fa stress bi mu na ko ba se wo ware aware boni a se sade ba ko ma hu ni krom ha ise ni se mai bebi obehu omo no kasa kasa no ayana mu kita phone wo ana se happy bi so maso no dam no ma bone stress e stress because o wa ware bi mu enti aware no mu tete no enti onam tem bia behu na ise o kasa kasa we fi se bi o phone so Daddy, our bonny, Betty Mam Wawuntem, our bonny, a Betty Mam Wabodam, our bonny, Betty Mam Wajuma you were free. You call quite your man, only mentally stable. Ain't you know, if I say what type of cry, I don't know what type of answer when you move, but I dream be a way to be one to cut up in some food in a baby. What is this? Now, if I won't have to baby, I say, no, you must swabble. Indeed, I was my work on it. Me for so na our bonny de asem na suya de so ya
come on you see marriage is
yakura say meme now your bear man would disuja also upie wo dem a yenyina experience bi da unti wo ho experience upie free wo dem wo akodware wi no abeda udwetwa wani a wo hu hwe ukoso tv we ni wadum no ukotwe channel we ni wadum no Oba onche na oda okoko so na anadwo wanyamere na o say at least exercise kra no ma ho den kama yenya exercise binya o say adwen
But you see marriage is supposed to make your life easier, not difficult.
Difficult, yes.
Maybe bills. There's so much bills that you're paying. You're living a stressful life because maybe you're working. It's easier, right? It's a 2 people income. It's easier. And so marriage is supposed to make your life easy in a sense. To say, someone is coming, right? And so because there's 2 of us, we can share responsibility, right? We can divide responsibility. We can, what's the word I'm looking for? I'll come back. It will come back to me. But the whole idea is it's supposed to make my life easy. If I'm married and my life is difficult than it was when I was single, then what's the point? So what's what the heck is the point? Just be single then, because if you're married and this person, instead of being, a partner, or instead of, being someone that can support you, becomes a liability, then what's the point?
Yeah.
Coming to stress you out even more. Like you're making a lot of mistakes near you ready. You're just thinking. There have been so many issues, Uncle. There have been so many issues that we've heard about where it be our baby, with dear who side, they've done a lot of things together. And Papa Nejana no I small girl be now mommy not drinking. So like all of this is foolishness. It doesn't have to be like that.
Yes.
It does not have to be like
No,
that.
it doesn't have to.
You were talking earlier on, which I thought it was a fantastic point that you made.
Oh, thank you.
We take a lot of men take advantage of women. But you see, it's as a result that a lot of women sell themselves cheap.
Yes.
Because let me stress, I'm not saying all women, and I'm not saying all men take women for granted, but I'm saying a lot. From what I've seen and the stories most of them. Because Uncle, you know what happens? Bible says he who finds a wife finds a good thing, right? And so that person has to be a wife before they're found. But the difference is you don't give wife duties when you're only a girlfriend. Don't go and be cooking. Don't go and be warming up his bed.
Pause there.
Wait. Don't go and be washing. He has not put a ring on it. If he likes all those things, that he feels like, I found a good woman, and she can do all those things for me, then let him put honor on you, because marriage is honor for both people, right? And so honor me, do the needful. Almost say that thank you. Oh no, I'm not saying when you say nanti boma, what does that mean?
Nanti bom chese no ebia hono can ye, but
okay, you can date, right? You can date, but let's say ebia uncle, me no ye dating.
Example with yes too much.
Now we go out, right? Maybe you come pick me up, we go out and have a nice dinner. You didn't come home. The needful is that you go like a respectable man and drop me off at home, and then you go home. You call me on the phone, we chat. But as a decent woman, I'm not going to come and sleep at your home and have sex with you when we are not married. That needs to be reserved for marriage. You see, Uncle, let me make this point real quick. Free idea. Now you swear anywhere. Nichia, because you used it. Nobody pays for something that they've already used. Right? Why would he marry you? Why would he honor you? Why would he treat you decently if you've already given him all the benefits of being a husband and being a wife without him actually making you one? There's no point in that. Nobody, and it's not the fault of the man. It's the fault of the woman, right? Because you did not put honor and value on yourself, that you dishonored yourself by giving this man all of the benefits of marriage before he actually even decided that he wants to make you a wife. And a lot of times, the men who say insecure women who do that, because almost they say, oh, no.
But me musa memoir to us. Now one test here, I'm sure who said the here.
I be never women where I said what I said Sana.
That's also a testimony. It was our testimony.
Nana Mpacho, Daddy, as some of na name, I mean, can't say Mitchell. Daddy, I never found me man who say, see, I know some cofa obi, Nasabio Cafra, Mimi Biada, Mini Bema Bianada. Sabe man so on your baby nada. As someone an cano, a bet me a point. I bet me a Jumaka. Why? Because minimum bibia, me won't be bibia. Nasa say. Yeah, nasa koba sa me magika from prebi minina jai, my four bidina jon so for baby nina jaya. That's why you see the differences.
And that's
what
I
will say. Nana Kasa.
Let me add to what you're saying. You see, that's a very good point that you just raised. A lot of these marriages that are breaking because of sex, you know, Obani Beka say Sebio man know that Samna so Sana Mokano no. Or Beka say Miklun to me, like, you know, I don't enjoy the sex. Why does she say that? It's because she has something to compare it to.
That's right. That's the point.
That's
the point.
Exactly. The ex-boyfriend or the call Cloud9, right? But you
know as a Cloud9, interesting.
Cloud9 interesting, like, you know, she has orgasms and that. Just a star, so you don't know about shooting stars. So what I say?
Or Timini or Barnett.
Exactly. I'm an
you have to expatiate into details.
But into me, like the husband maybe takes her only to Cloud3. And so it creates conflict in the marriage because both of you have something to compare to, right? Because you already had the experience. And you see, and that's why Bible cautions us to stay away from sex prior to marriage, because the only thing you're doing is you're causing conflict in your marriage.
That's right. Yeah.
Right? You're causing so much conflict. It's a portal you don't want to open.
Yes, Nana Pacho, Daddy, me Pacho, so who says, na me cano, once and another debia to super pepe. Daddy, me say, our resem, a problem, we are safe for no, some no point in a map, because a mano, any me mano, Sabio Cafra, Ukoshia Kofia and Kodai, a different. Ukoshia Kodran and Kodai, a different. Say, waka, kwame. Ave no, be any so, Tuni Beman Dawa. Now what the white Jacoto a kuso, Anyasa, Wakra, who feeling away. So what I say.
On any crew, Dakra, just or conjoining as boyfriend.
Of course, that the answer won't be there.
Absolutely. Especially if they are not Kwabna, you know, Kwabna was heavy loaded and packed in that place.
No, that place in nature. Then you have to go into details. That's the idea of the moment.
What's all this?
Okay.
You know, Ebia Kwabna had, you know, like it was heavy loaded, right?
Okay. Nana Nyabotare, Daddy, Mammy Nana person chile woni say, e be tia ba say kwabrano, bia na ne ho so. Ana bia na ne ho ware kakra. Afa nkoko hia kwadwo no che say what who say Daddy ade ba ko no.
The body so.
Anya be ni bema ho asem na ye ka no. Ni bema ho asem na ye ka no. Enti afa nkoko hia we say no. Che say o che say bema na kura ro no ho na kura buafu. So what is this? When they are 70, Etiano na di sansem ni nyina aba no na sambe ma no so aya no munya abochere o. Obenya abochere wa bisa ba ne se bia adwo ana kwadwo bia de ansem bia da bia me no yesa do mu se wani nye den ya. Onye o na ne buafu because odo su di bubefu in a sense say onso wo girl bia na sa girl no so twima no pa. Na girl ni twima no. Enti no se si akwa ko ba se me na me twima obi twima me na me se me so me twima obi makwa ni pa foforo me no ye chese ye hia na the conflict aba that dia wale ni begu and fa won say sebio ka friend pa kro no poku transport awale ni begu because na also hu ni say wale enye sika na ye de wale na wale enya hode na ye de wale obi a odi material things be wale obi bia na onye na bi so person wale na nasomudwo no because awale no eye odo ene ntiase ene ye de wale se wa hu na die nti na be mu obetimi amwado obi eni so ni nipa kra da na watimi asepe wo mo wani agye wo ho ade se no pa wo bonwum pa na se wo sa Ghana na ye pra no wo de pra no kra de wale si obi apra wadi di agye no wo ye ho hye nyeye
because watimi sepe wana na mo wani agye
daddy na we so ni pa de ni koda we wanye hu ade se apa so sabe yi obufu ebefuru
oh yeah
wanye kuno na menti ase say onim say mema yenim say na yere no mo ho na ye die bibia ahodin mu pam kama that's a chese be bema na
daddy mame correct daddy mame correct o mame nkyere wo say oni oba da ye fa ahodin na eye
ye
fa ahodin
also ba de hu say utimi move ko
daddy no you are going too fast no enye sa enya sa kra eno na edi problem ne ba no because me man bi wo mo fi se ahoden ene mo ye ni obada no ye ni obada e ya abuchire mu e gradual process e wo se utimi ye ni man utimi de ni ba no fa kona ba bia be hu se bebi aba no owo ni feelings no na wo bohwa because wo hu se e ho na ba na nije se wate ase na the papa na 2 minutes na wa wie de e ho no na ma no bufu a afa be wi ase na akoye ohaw no because so we ne sa wo rase ne sa no a ayana etimi ma be ma no ne hu sane ne ntem e ba sa no a na e ma ba no so aninye se wa hu ade ba ko aye ya bibifo ne abrofo e different say broni no ade na omuto no bi wo store ma ne mema de nyina omuto no bi wo store na na sa me bo a wo ya we se sa de bi wo store ayeton enti no omo de omo tobi na omo de support omo ma ne omo kunu mu nyina se ba ne ntimi nya be ma ne wo bi wo ho a o betimi de aya ma ne ho asepe no ba na ma ne fine no be
na ma na okoto ade ne ene
de no daddy tie satisfaction asem na me kan do bia na baby na di pakro no pese okọ level 100 no wa nuru ho eji ode no be ye no wadu level 100 what you say na ye na bibi ye mo bibi fo enso no oba no kra akọfa sa ade no ba be ma ka say eh wa say papa na we de okote ne he hwan na ka sa asem na kiro wo de wo wa me kra minimi sa wo ye tutu ni se ka mama be wale wo na wakeka nsama bu abom enti no ekoba so kwoti asemi wa bonten kura wo mpese wo beba beka ana so no style last na me ka kiro do style bebre ho man bi wo mo ya ade o na me ma no mo kwan e ma man express omo how the your friends how ombesi I express omo during the exercise omo ma kwan e ma man express omo ho na omo ka man che omo ka man che.
And that's the problem, Mom. I mean, for being Kanye or Kanye, because like we were saying, right? That's why it's so important. I know a lot of listeners will disagree with us, but it is what it is. Because when you don't abstain and now you go into a marriage, like you said, Obano, she's very experienced. She comes to marriage, she's very experienced. She likes what she likes. And so if the sex is not enjoyable for her, she's trying to spice it up, right? Oh, no, not Jenny. Okay, let me do something to spice up her sex life, right? Because I know this position. I know this is what I like. I have this experience. Let me introduce that to our marriage. But then in the mind of the man, he's thinking, okay, where she learn all the stuff? But you're forgetting that you didn't marry a virgin, though.
That's right.
You didn't marry a virgin. So if you didn't marry a virgin, duh, she has experience. Right? And so you're wondering, well, where the heck she learned all this stuff? What do you mean?
Yana Jumani Bino, Utim Sobana said Obana si pija the Musi Bubu Yana Utim Sobana just say more do too much.
So which is it? You men need to make up your mind. Because more than we can say, okay, women should abstain, we say no. But then that woman who you're saying shouldn't abstain, that woman comes to a marriage and she has experience. And also bubuni mu too much. And so which is which? Should she bubu or should
Musa will show. I mean Musa Oba when you're bad so warren now no ho kama. Now one sound sharp. Obede who so obey saying we sit na wo ba no kura ko arbe ma na ne be ma so nya adwuma obey den. Say you know so.
Oh daddy, come on. Really?
No, and the bear man quiet. The could be cobom pie, say, rather no yakun. Okunya kuna beman and yedma, or man strength rather my beman and yedma. How would you obey then?
That question is so redundant. That question is so 2000 and something question. I mean, the point is, like we were saying initially, the whole idea, an ideal situation if we were living in the perfect world will be that both the man and the woman come into this beautiful covenanted marriage, this beautiful thing that God has created. Nobody has any experience. Together they learn each other's bodies. Together, they create something so beautiful and natural, and they both enjoy it. So they learn together. But we don't live in that kind of a world, right? And so at the end of the day, you come into a marriage and this both of you has already slept with like 200 people already. And so you're having
200 people, they are no shit.
You're having so much conflict in the marriage.
With the Oma men Kamasimbi or Berma been in it, with the Mama men Kamasimbi, I mean, from Namon Kawasem. Obema bi ne yere net ho na o se waye oba ne bone nti de o kan kra kire no na onhu no na watwetwe mpena bebre na sesei no o ka kire no ba ne mfa nche no no si o onhu no krepa de na oni emma beye o chekia na oni ma beye 23 ada nti oba no mfa nche no so oni mema to oni ma 23 ada. If you abandon no say na we na will complain. Me check here. Remember 1, 2, 3, over 40 something, 46. Na even on kai ba ko sa se kwa mi o se kwa ku wan yo. Enti be man vaja. Be man so anti ase oban de do so chen ndu oja.
What the hell? Daddy be pacho. Daddy pacho so asem na ye kan no say ho ne kofa ba you. Daddy unu obi warrior. O pass ye pass. We are in present. It is say no. Me ni wo ho na ma fa me ma 350 or 500 1 million. What do you care? And no, what the ko ba warrior mu abetima ma warrior na gu. In a sense say mema mani mema nyina omo mpesa ensam no bekeka oh na we ye me girl na so ma see me girl na we see me boy and den no de mistake ya ma bebre ya ye ana mema bebre aye o ma warrior gu no omo platform so omo tie me pa mo chew wasam atwam mani ntwam beba ne kura ti no bisa wo se matese ne se daddy Fred yon plan ka se me nimu ho asem asema wo kan de me nimu ho daddy Fred kura me nimu no enisa wo gitu
onko chatro
sa pepe enisa wo gitu say no kura se wo ne no
o chatro de hardwin
daddy nyesa wo ditro baba ti maka se bia o madam fo me ne ne kura anya bibia pen because obi why do you want to know? That's another thing. Say, different in the pakono person ohun say na wo plano na nya wo plano no. One who say nsem bi wo ho a atwam ye mane nko ehia sa ye so nsem bi a etiti sa so. One who
Ma continues. I'm sorry.
No, Nana Kasa.
You see, I might just disagree with you just a tad bit, just a little bit.
Can't feel it.
I don't think, coming into a relationship and lying about maybe something, whatever that might be, that's dishonesty. I don't think anything that is built on the foundation of dishonesty is going to last anyway. And so I would just say that if your partner or this person that you're considering marrying, if they have questions about your past and you know that hey, it might not be something they're going to like, just say, honey, I don't think we should be discussing what we've done prior to meeting each other. Just say that. I think it's more respectful. I think it just leaves it right there. You haven't told a lie. You just don't want to open the Pandora's box, right? Because whatever I've done in my past, just like you're saying, you also have a past. But
yes.
We're not virgins, right? If we're virgins, then that's different. But you're asking me about my past. Imagine if I want to know about your past too. That is not because you might not be upset about my past, right? But you don't know, I might be upset about yours.
Yes,
so let's not even go into that territory. Whatever we did before meeting each other, that's the past. Let's just look to the future.
But Nana Pacho.
I was say who passed no na ye who said it was
Nana Pacho. Na daddy kan ye no ntina me kan sa no. So because of that in to ma wale no ebegu. So what you say?
Yeah, be man
so na wo kan no. E ba ye na kaba ne kan say enye me pese me be ka me past asam se na wo kan ye na. Di pass me se asam wo bisa no. Ye nche no so ne enko ye nimu a. Nka afa asem bi ama. E to da mpemfo se papa mu kan wo ye say ye nso e ma hoto. Na nye ni nyina na ye de ahoto papa ba. So what you say? Enti bi wo be fi say wo de wo ye truthful. Wo pese wo ye transparent everything. Wo pese be mani hu. Say o mi sha no me ye say and then wo fi say wo kan dokre. Obi o ho a be na mo so ma ware na gu because of some na wakeka kire no. Nya be ma bebre na mo pe oba asabi o kafra oni mema be say 3000 adanse na oba be ware no. So what you say?
Da bi cheta say no. Ye fa ni say bi oni mema be ye 13 bi ada.
Asem kan America. Be dey asem kan America. So enti etora bi adadi saa asam na wo ka say beto wanim na walija ye ba no aya no man aya cause problem sama ye ho. What do you care oba no mema wo ne omada and wa be man so ba no so what did she care about mema ma be man nada eno fa mo 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 si am asetra ma ba betene mu no and I was mu say kwan ben so ne be fa be build foundation ye betimi go forward there e be man ne ma akoso ama yen enti pass ne de ye ni say de pass ye adwuma bia.
Mom, I wanted us to like maybe just shift, topic, just shift topic a little bit because Uncle, remember the other day you and I we were discussing this and we said we were going to do a show about it, about a lot of the reasons why broken marriages is so prevalent in these times that we're living, right?
Yeah.
Broken homes, broken marriages, broken promises, it's become so prevalent. And the question is why, right? Because we shall be, you feel like, okay, this person is great. I like this person. I can do life with this person. You decide to go into a marriage together. Before we can even blink, they say, we're getting a divorce.
Oh, wow.
What is the issue? What is going on in these cases? You literally just fell in love with this person. So what shifted? What changed? Why do we have so many broken marriages? I was doing some thinking, I was doing some research, and I think one of the major issues that contributes to this is both men and women, especially a lot of young women today, a lot of the youth today, this new generation, they don't understand one, covenant, and two, they don't understand what marriage is.
Yes.
Right? Which again brings me to like my first point. They don't understand covenant. Covenant is something that is legally binding. Covenant is something, that you just it's not easily broken. Like you just can't say, oh, I'm going to do something tomorrow and then wake up tomorrow. You're like, oh, the sky is gray. I changed my mind. No, it does not work like that, right?
Yes.
When you give your word, you give your word to do something. But the problem I see is that a lot of people, too many people oftentimes go into marriage without knowing what they are getting into, especially when it comes to women. If you're to say me, I'm a young woman, all of my friends are getting married. In Tinchinchina, I was saying me worry. That is not the reason why you get married. Society, right? You be who you say, I dey, actually bored. That be na be wale. Exactly. Like I've had like my older brother one time ask me, or say, now God open man. Is it the way you tea? You won't play beer. Like what's going on? You see, all of this contributes to the reason why a lot of women feel pressured to go into marriages, into a biya no afa. And then a lot of people, Uncle, like we were discussing the other time, put emphasis on the wedding. Almost say wedding, no marriage,
No.
Into your best say sikase 200,000 almost your savings are. You best say all the $200,000 on the wedding, not realizing say wedding you be no, you bet ya rent, car note, you bet didi. So what I say, you bet your light bill. Like that's a whole life after the wedding.
Yes.
Right? The wedding is not the marriage.
No.
Right? You have to put emphasis on the marriage versus the wedding. Wedding, it's a covenant between people. It's a promise between two people. The people around you, family now, relationship now, they've seen you two grow into this couple that you've now become. Almost with just a few friends. Baby. That's it. But you see these women, they want like big wedding gowns and big halls and all of that. 2 minutes. I said, before you blink, or say,
3 months, 1 year, no more China.
1 year, I'll tell you. 3 months, you see a jawali. That it's ridiculous. And so I feel like we need to educate people on what marriage is. Because, Uncle, imagine say, just friends are only a friend and you guys will have misunderstanding because you're two different people, right? Yes. So our upbringing is different. We have our own individual opinions. We're going to have conflict sometimes. So imagine living with a different human being. They're in your space, right? 24/7. You wake up in the morning to this person, you go to night with this person. You need to understand that that kind of relationship comes with compromise. It comes with, you can't always have it your way. Sometimes that person needs to have their way. Sometimes you need to have your way. It's not about
understanding, and it was a bump.
Exactly. Like Sananama come from the beginning, no communication, right? Because imagine say, yeah, wako juma, na o boss and country will say, okay, this is the task I'm giving you. They didn't communicate anything. Oh, honey, about say, tax, what do you mean? You didn't tell me anything. What are you? So you can't expect anything from me. You haven't communicated anything. You cannot have any valuable relationship without communication. Communication is the foundation. It's the key to any kind of relationship, not just marriage, friendship, business, whatever relationship you're going into. But you have couples who they don't even know each other. Is because for some reason they felt pressured. And another thing that I wanted to say real quick before mom comes in is that, when you find a man or a woman that you feel like, oh, I want to do life with this person, you see, you're very high and intoxicated with love, right? You're in love.
Yeah, love. What you think about, you love or don't.
Exactly. And so
taking so many things into consideration.
You're not thinking straight. What you want to do is bring that person around family and friends that you trust, people's opinion that you can respect. Because what you're doing at that point is they will, and ask them, can you give me your honest opinion about this person? Right? Because at this moment in time, like we said, you're in love, right? So your judgment is clouded, right? Because of that feeling that you're having. But your family and friends, they're not in love with this person. So judgment is not clouded. They can give a very constructive, objective criticism or, comment about this person. They can check their character. They can call them out if they are being fake. They'll be able to give you a very objective, realistic, right, opinion about this person and their character. So you want to bring that person around people that you trust, people whose opinion you respect, but you have to settle it in your heart. That's the Omokacho say, this person is not genuine, this person is not good. You have to be ready to accept their feedback.
Yes.
You have to be ready to listen to their feedback. Right? Again, they're not clouded. They're not in love. They're not on cloud 200. So they can give you an honest opinion. That's what I think people need to do versus just meeting someone and you're like, oh, I'm in love. You don't get anybody's opinion. And then you just rush into marriage. Only to find out later that both of you are not even compatible.
Yes.
You can't agree on anything.
My message be Emmanuel, we are send a link in into over to me.
Yeah, we need some men up in here.
Yeah, Emmanuel, send a link.
Okay. So Nana Pacho, that in Pacho answer a brave mabeba no mamenka asamba kunkan na Nana kan.
Yeah, so basu so. Evelyn,
Mama Evelyn,
okay, so Nane, Pacho na okay and me the kakre to so say nanti aware eguo no ebi no me so experience e mahuni. One who say wo hia obi na relationship just boyfriend girlfriend ni pakro nya wale wa. Aya na niema bebre no ye different from some be wale no. Because they said me say me boyfriend bi me kono ho adwumra ma siesie me ho kama ma ye me ti ma twi mani me person me attract to the person. What I say? Entitam bia no be ma no hu bia na nani age. Saa na be ma no so bi ono so ba me ho a ono so person ono so siesie no ho kama. Say ma me so mani be je ne ho. Nana omo ware wie ya say cream na saa ne ma ni nyina akọ. Ba no ensiesie no ho biem. Be man so nka biem. Why? Because say onum say wawale first ba no
the body no onye ne yie man nya attractive to the person.
No. Na wa hu say be man awale na wie nti office e wo de en na yo me de me ha me ho onye ni ti onye hwe ke say na abasa na ama be man asan nanum se wa hu nti be man de compare saa time na one wo koto ana one wo twempra no ebesi nne no a na afa ma na ni nyi wo hu biem. Na de ba kwa so hu ni se woni obi so twempra nyi time bia na akoda nipa pro ho so hu daddy enti no
empra ya obokoda da wonyina
daddy pa so ora meka daddy pa so se wa hu se woni nipa pro na ye bia akoda nipa pro ho ba ku bia na bia wo kwa no ho awia bi na bia ne ye koye bibi whatever woni nipa pro na ada So enye nemre mu anema aye ebasa first pa no wo ya ba na wo ya branch wo chimpra kwa wo di sie o ma me no papa mo pese o mo behunu enti bibia na e secret enya dia na eye
so go do ma me kakra me ba ma me fa imamra so ima em say they be wo chinti low one ma me why
bra iba kwa ba
radio be was a TV radio be so wo chi was saying
I can see
na dey na say me hu you
Mama Evelyn Basso, but we're free so.
Evelyn so by home.
Basso, I saw her.
Yeah, but then the camera name.
Oh,
Evelyn.
Also.
Evelyn Taylor.
Marvin.
Evelyn Brabium, Evelyn Brabium. Oh, because Evelyn Brabium.
Entiwa mu daddy, eba sa no a na ama asetena omo aware no ba yi abamu because ba no oni be ma ne na ada so what ya say nti bia onim se be ma no hwan kromo ana won hwan kromo be ma no so nim se ba no hwan kromo daddy aware gya ye bebre su bi ho am eya na ye nkromo hwan no ma no bi ho a omu ntimi de we be ma no hwan kromo too much sa
nkromo na se nkromo de natural anya nipa no fom so
ana me ka no so we no oni nipa kro se wo se o adapt se bi nipa kro no wo kura wan bia wo hwan kromo okay so bi hwan kromo ayo so many things ya ye no ma ye kra tie ye wa bruchire hey obi hwan kromo wo nema be ra betimi aya nipa kro da wo betimi aboa wo so what ase nanso no ena mi kru do hwan kromo ena so ma se me yiri hwan kromo ena ma ye de o meto ato nema bi kitten bia enko betimi.
But you see, Ma, that's why I said from the beginning, a lot of people have a misconception about marriage. Because if you're going to leave marriage because of, say, someone is snoring, that's a ridiculous excuse.
Yes,
understanding about marriage for you to think that you can just walk away from a sovereign covenant just because someone is snoring. Are you serious?
Yes.
You can, there's so many things, antidotes that you can do to help that person, with your snore. Sometimes it's just about maybe the position that they're sleeping.
Yeah, they're sleeping.
There's so many remedies that you can do.
And some people, even some people, they are sleeping in different rooms because of that. They are sleeping in different rooms because of that. Yeah. And omo walu wie na ya na nsem bebre be ba ba mu no nyema kiti bia enka ye betimi aka ho asem ana fan say good communication ye adwuma betimi hu kwa ba fa so me solve no etimi dia waregya ye ni bi eba se wa hu enti na be sorry
Evelyn them said noise bi wo wa yi nim pa to check my why Evelyn unfortunately Evelyn was also in go through. Oh, this is sad. Near my dear man on the pa. Evelyn was also go through. I represent. I meet you or him.
And that didn't come a best our for near on platform you so. And as our for in general, and it's a only be warrior. It was always our warrior, Nikwan wa, Tina paying for see a friend our rear. And to only be warrior. It was ultimately adapting him a brave free or ban ho and a be man ho na who say our rate to quan best some obeyamu masitra betima ayakama nani marketing activity se make us say obi suni cruja and chromo obi so be man aye sen and send bata
obi message or the bremina nikunu ndiana onene dakra be 2 minutes na be we na say nke kana bonten.
So that one was one make no
Abrawe no sorry ne
that is ye so one who say make can say yes nyan aware no say akati sisua na akoto to nsensem ehun hia because say what who say unu obi wona say wona akwa say no, you don't understand that. Like I say, if there is a problems, a little problems, comes in the marriages, I say, "Neman kitting down with I say, baby, our any I say, turning to the other direction now." And no, na first answer no, ebe because I will pay open on any who near man na will pay. So what you say? Enti se wo mpe obi a afa na wa start point little things ehia se ka be point na wo so hu se moment
yeah ma go ahead
moment a we so oba no ana se be ma na start point nema bi a ehu hia no ne wa hu se there is a problem in the marriage because if there is no problem and never be over here so be kan ho asem kra na nsem bi wo ho mo ankasa kra betimi asolve masem instead of the third person to come in because bi o third person no beba mu no oba be sai no enya de so oba be boa mo se wo ho enti ayem pempi na warefo no so mo hu se enya nsem nyina na yedi pie abonten nsem bi wo ho a mo ma nka de mo nka mo asem na mo hu kwan ba fa so mo be kan no so wo
so put your mommy Evelyn asaba yenko
okay.
Evelyn at say wow, what is happening to Evelyn? You see, I don't know what is happening. Evelyn,
Evelyn, I want to know.
Oh no, Evelyn Taylor.
Sister Evelyn.
Evelyn Taylor was also unfortunately. I never had hard drinks. Start.
How?
Evelyn, with you, just said the couple.
But you see, Mark, just to add to what you were saying, and Uncle, you remember I told you this the other day, that another reason why marriages are breaking at an exponential rate is that a lot of people go into marriage with an exit strategy.
So put your exit strategy. Say our really good. Yes, I don't know actually.
Exit strategy is say. Or at the back of their mind, we're already reservation for okay, if this marriage doesn't work, this is my plan B.
Yes,
they make a plan B as an alternative for the marriage.
Hello, Evelyn.
Hello, Evelyn. We can see you.
Wow, Evelyn, I just say.
This Evelyn.
Oh, unfortunately, and that you have a children
Maybe she just needs to move from where she is right now to find another spot.
Yeah, cause you nearby be time with Eddie. Time with Eddie is what she amunina.
Yeah, so.
All right, cause
a lot of people go into marriage and they're like, okay, I have a plan B. So the marriage is my plan A. I have a plan B for if this marriage doesn't work. Some people even make a backup plan for their backup plan, right? And anything that but subconsciously, what dream was okay? So this is what I'm just going to get what I can. Maybe we get a divorce. I'll get money and then start a life and do. They they have an exit strategy, and anything that you're going in with a mindset that is not going to work. It's not going to work.
Why bother?
Exactly. It's not going to work because you've already made up your mind subconsciously. You've programmed your mind that, it might or might not work. And so you're looking forward to it. Right? And so in those circumstances, That's the exit strategy. That's the exit strategy. Yes. And so if there has to be work that needs to be done on the marriage, she will not do it or he will not do it. Right? Because we're already are programming in mind that says it's not going to work. And so they're not willing to do the work that it would take to fix the issue, to fix the marriage. I have an exit plan. So I'm just, let's get a divorce. Let me get my share of the money. Let me go start a new life.
Right. So how do you expect for that person? I didn't know about power. I was doing an exit plan.
But I don't want you to make it like it's not about just women. Even men do that.
Men do that.
Part, it's men do
so
that. It's a both sides thing, right? They have an exit strategy.
Yeah, so Nana, me pacho, mami fa kakran to de so daddy, me pacho na na ka na ye nokre pa. Se me fa nsa akwa ti say, Nana ye ka se me fa se me kwa ware obi me nye virgin. Ma fa me ma mienu me nsa pa ansa na me ware ya. Ebeti ma ba se me ba be ware daddy friend man say okay, daddy friend I ware me kwa tran hwe. Anye yi akwa me wo ho. Ono kra person ware me ya na me ba ma je say. Be say ni stay. Eti no, na it's true. Na fe o ni daddy friend akwa ware. Nti aware na wo ware sesi na wo so hu say anything happen you have your plan B. Nipa gonna ready, complete.
You're not going to put an effort into it. You're not going to put the work into it. You don't care because you already have a plan.
You already have a plan.
Marriage like that. It's not going to work like that. you had to, daddy and mom, I had a story one time, right? And Kofobina na Omoko war. So they went to this war site with their battleship. Omutu and a captain and a okase odi omo ndikan. I almost captain name ba. Into omo na captain na sunny ship ni nyina ma ship ni nyina ekọ.
Oh.
Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What's going on? Like, how are we going to get out of here? And a captain Nikatrom said, the only way we can get out of this place is by killing the opponent and taking their ship.
Oh.
That is the only way out, right? Because if they kill us, then that's it. If we don't fight to win, then if we don't fight to win, then we're not getting out of here. So we have to do whatever it takes to make sure that we are winning this battle. The people put it in their mind that this is a do
and die
affair, right? Whatever it takes, we have to win this war and take their ship and get out of this place. And so they put their everything on it. That's the way marriage is. When you go into marriage, you give it your all. You do whatever it takes to make it work. You don't have any mentality that it's not going to work. And so you're telling yourself, no matter what it takes, whatever sacrifices I need to make, whatever compromise I need to make, I'm going to do it to make it work. And it's not just one person. The other person also has to make that commitment, because marriage is a covenant between two people. And when one person breaks a covenant, there's no longer a covenant.
No.
But as I approach higher way, very important and acceptable. But we obey Prenedia, be may Prenedia. Or my worry, or my baby, you know, will be a penity. So how comes the who can beat my person?
But uncle, that's the problem. That's why we need to be able to break down that mentality. Because marriage is not an I versus you. It is us. Bible saying the two shall become one flesh.
Yes.
So it's no longer yours or mine. It's ours. This is our home. This is our car. This is our bank account. This is our money. It's no longer you. Whatever, we have one account, you put your money in it, I put my money in it, we pay the bills together. Everything we do is together. Next.
Evelyn, yeah, do bus with both.
Yeah, it's a great problem.
And so that is the way we need to educate people, and let them know that idea that they have about marriage. We need to break down those kind of misconceptions and have them reprogram their mind that if you go into marriage with the idea that it's going to be his and it's going to be mine, forget it. It's not going to work. It's just a matter of time.
I know your project be Ghana. And it's all never.
Project bang.
Nana Pacho, Daddy, Pacho, I can't send back na me renfi. Daddy, where as someone starting here now, Namin and a neck about money, say, our Leano, say, Banny ni be my beer, na be many more beer, and we a perfect word as some year can cast some way to move. Now, also, when he says, say, maybe what be my mammy, woman, mammy and son, nine dada. Be man so den crammy and son, answer nine and you know about our renum, and Crano. I am crying co school and answer crying co school. Bana and I just saw a so didn't man co school papa be. Baman so and I just saw the dear co papa be. And she say a better command say, ye pesa were any hour ye panoa. It was say you didn't see any or do etina boom. Now ye juma near your joint account. Now you who quite a befasa sang kulana do my ba our muna. Ye buy a new family, maybe who quite a befaso a bay. Some are wally and I'm on wally, you know. Na mahunu abrochire ha ne se oba no di ni sika oye osie ni sika nko na be ma ni sie ni sika nko obi anwe ne obi aye lusa sa na mehu no mumbia no nyina obi atim nko nanim me mom experience mahunu no na sa mo de musika ne bom se na me ka cho se me hia broni bi ono ma sa advice no a bibia mo be bia mbehu kwa mbefa so a mo be mo nyema pepepe mo be si dan no baako na so wo fi se masi dan ba ko on kran mo se akosi ba ko okuma se wo ma mo ho dan yen sa musi ba ko wi a mo apem ba bi atena kro mo hana mo wa mo pe duplex bi ato na mo timuti mo ba bi se wo hu ne ma no kro nya bebre kura na na ase abaye boso mama hu se wo hu na ye hu kwan ye nye ya dwen se ye de odo e na betena more than material things na abasuna says you be air force no obi o we si abronsam yenu miensa nan o cast be 20 Ghana cast your microphone na echi ni free or no tikroma so na bas na offer so what's the sense of this so one incident that nyama bebre o ho a e wa aware ma e ma aware ne nkoso yen ya na ya create ma ye ho yenya ye nipa na ya create na ye de ama ye ho because esia no uni ukunu te usewu sikanko be ma no so sewu sikanko be sewu sika be ma je se de na be ma ade na koso and exa mo makra ade na mo kire mo mba because we say nkula abrochire ha nkula no omo study ne ma pa more than fie de nkula so mo di o magro fichire mo ni na ekoso kroma so de wo hye dem bibi ekoso bia no nkula ne hu na eko no mo say as a parents no mo ye obi a mo relationship no ye tighter affect nkula no so e ma nkula ne copy that good ayina ekoso ofie ho no so wa na ekoba say eba no sika wa ha ene no mate samo kontokwa ekira na we aba ha ade se emma aware no enkoso na effect nkura no nso omo education omo mental status omo bibia enti no e wo say aware na ye ware no krom ha ise no ye hu say there is a lot of sacrificing na e wo say ye sacrifice wa aware no mu papa niema bebre wo ho a ye ni man ni member ni nyina ye hu say or say sacrifice for each other so what you say e ko ba say see me wo ha na ya fra me kunu abodama ne say e kwadwo ana kofi bi asem yesi fi a ba no boa be ma no na ye nkwaye na animu enye fine be ma na ni muti a e bi ka wo ba no
ma no e wo ha no e bi de niam esie e mema no na mema no so di sie ma no omo wo ma me yensa e be dey na asumdua ba be dey na oda abomonta
na daddy dey bentia what you daddy can press no no is awale yen sa na wo senke ba dey bentia dey dem asiesie ye ho it shouldn't have to be that way
and that's but why the marriage is not working.
That's right but say me won say enam say ye dey dem asiesie ye ho nti no say me da me no da ho anadwini nyina why wadwe say opese woni me da na sepe wo ho no me dwen me cement bi a me koto ho asem nti kra no wo asem wo kamenti ena wo so saa pepepe na ko ba se ye nyina ye bibia aboma ye nyina ya adwum wetimi ada ho kama because enwumre na mu didi no dining table horo maka masem bia twam mu koda amada asem bia ni hobi mu se wa hu na ade ba akoso amase hu ni sa aware mu e wo se awarefo no hu se bedroom ye de mpa enko an de si bedroom ye mfa TV ene nioma bebre nsisi bedroom eno so ye problem ni bia be ma na koduru ho na obehwe so no ne yira da no ti computer so na ba ne da ho afi di obetwa ma ba na da ba na ni ko san no afi no no wa hwe ne nema ohwe no computer so afi no obe disturb ba no bia ba no so ade che obekọ adwuma so wate ase nti awalefo na so mu se bedroom bed room ya nkata living room
na na pia na ya adwene sa
na what do me ya adwen
I completely agree because you see a lot of times, you know, and I just wanted to maybe I'll come back to what Mom was saying, but another thing that I wanted to add really quick before I lose my train of thought is, and this one is for the women in particular, you know, all the advice we've been kind of sharing up until now, no, it's for both men and both, you know, and women, right? So the two need to do the same thing to get the desired result. But for women in particular, please, I beg you in the name of God, stop talking to your friends about your husband, about your marriage. A lot of these friends around you, they don't wish you well. They want what you have.
I've said it.
Stop talking about your marriage. What the hell is your problem? You talk too much. Stop talking. Stop talking about everything. And I'm musica, and I'm that, and you know he's like this, and he's like that, and I know you know he's snowing. You talk about everything to your friend, especially, and these are friends who, majority of the time, your friend is not married.
Yes.
What kind of advice do you think? And you know, I mean, I disagree because you know, I might be wrong, right? I stand to be corrected because. If you're like me, you know, I don't want to blow my own horns, but I think I'm a very intelligent woman. So I'm a God-fearing woman too. So I might give you a good advice. But if your friend is not like me, and you're telling your friend who is Onuodi Suda, and maybe she also wants to be married, right?
Yeah.
And you keep bombarding her with all your problems. What kind of advice, constructive advice, do you think this friend of yours, this single friend of yours, could literally give you to help you with your marriage? She's not married. She doesn't know what you're talking about. Right? You want to find mentors. Married people, it's so imperative that you find mentors. People who have been where you've been, people who have 30 years ahead of you. They have 40, 50 years ahead of you. They've been doing this marriage thing for a lifetime. They know all the crooks and the cracks. They know all the hidden secrets. They can give you a lifetime worth of advice on how to do marriage properly. Those are the people you need to find to mentor you. And also marriage, very quickly, marriage is not a one size fit all. Right? Everybody is going to have a different experience. Just because marriage is working for you, you're doing it a particular way and it's working for you, doesn't necessarily mean, you know, it's gonna work for me the same way.
And another
can give me like a generalized
information, we are all from different families.
Yes.
They're from different backgrounds, or from different backgrounds. You are coming together. At least a never be woman who you may not like. But how can you come together and then resolve those issues?
Nana Pacho, I mean, can't say about
that is the compliment.
Yeah, Nane, who can all say Biana or Bana, Madame Fram Nikodin Common, or Yesujania or Nikun, so what I say, and I may come at me problems, my warrior problems, Shre or Bano, and also Ewoho, and I never hold say, man be so high and more brag it. O monafofo kwa omkuru ni omoda eye omode ni ade ade na ni kunu wo sika na ni kunu wo wei na ni kunu wo wei just good things yes bad ones nti ube wan say sa ba na wo so ni kodi nkomo no so no no so yesudwa ni o oni kunu e na akoko ka sansem we nyina akire no e no so tibu turning around ma sandi pakro no e bekoa be wani be ba ho so no na ba no wo wawale enimu. Because what you are telling her, she have to go and experience it. Well, say no, say a baby man on your down boy juma and now more juma na be kan e ni ho. Etu onu be ko what when you say.
Every also I can't say hunam yaship, but it don't be firewood.
But we say on so afa now I go say me need that different say me kan na 47 no na maka and na for no e ma o e mema o and na for your problem e wo marriage simu e wo say ye hu say adamfo e wo obi betima ya adamfo na se na wo kan ye no wo adamfo a sa adamfo betimi agina di se me metimi adi bullet ama madamfo asomasi. That's what we call genuine friendship. And yes, adamfo bi akọ so what I say?
I mean, Chairman, I don't follow my mirror no more. I dare swassa. Member, I know some bus no moon to me. My your man, so no more and chumba back. I mean, person disturb woman. In the bed 20 minutes be come on after be at Makoda. Say what I say, sir.
Oh, but we want to like no, we're good. Let people ask questions.
We're good.
Daddy, me any problem. Me come have friend about no problem. Daddy say when you come there boy amanese when you come na kwada na ere be ya kasa ma de ati.
Ejina bro pepe
bi o gini si o ya bro pe. So nti daddy nana kuya wasema kan main point pa wo say wale for ye dey any sugar for or more platform is no obi ade to na dwum say adamfo ye mfa ma relationship mu. Say relationship no papa say bonny, you have to keep it to yourself and your friendship. That's it.
And let me please make like a very quick point and add to what you're saying. Not only your friends, because some women even go as far as to bring their friends into their bedrooms. Don't do that. Yeah.
Like the
mom was saying, right? Or Johnny, like, you know, they're bragging about their relationship into you know, like bring her in their space. Don't do that. But also,
especially into details.
Like, you just come with your friend, like you bring your friend to your bedroom, like, okay, this is our bedroom, this is where we sleep. Like your friend comes around, you take her to your closet, you take her to your husband's closet. Oh, look at the things that he bought for me. Don't do that.
Yes.
Please don't do that. Your bedroom is a sacred place. But also very quickly, I will say, when every time your husband does something bad that you don't like, or your wife does something bad that you don't like, say you will take them to family members, right? Because what you're doing is that you're creating a gap and hatred with your family members with that your husband. Because remember, you are the one in love. You're in love. Right?
Yes.
And so you might be able to forgive him at some point, right? And then I'll go for watching that day. Right? But every time like he's doing this, he's doing that. What you're doing is say you're creating, you're causing your mother or your family member to create a resentment for your husband because of all the things you keep complaining about. Right? Into no
Debbie.
Because when the car and Bonnie,
exactly. So you can take it back because they're not in love. They're not in love. They're not in your shoes, right? And so they will be able to hold on to that kind of resentment even when you have let it go.
Yes.
Right? And so now you say now they're encouraging you to give up on the marriage.
That's right.
Like taking your problems back to your family members and your friends. Like don't do that. Like just solve it. Maybe once in a while you do that, right? And then you
not
go
all
to
the time. Yeah,
exactly. But not all the time.
Nana, don't be offended. Now, don't worry. I don't know what you say. Experience when you know to me.
Well, I said from the beginning. For some reason, I'm not gonna blame.
That is said already books. And I
read a lot of books. And it's not so much as movies, but I've seen marriages.
Some are okay, some are very important.
Yeah, no credit because that is here. As my man can no credit because it's here no. Me be my pemasem, me mama pemasem, and I me papa pemasem, na me man so pemasem. Ti ba kwa ore be ma bi. Da bia na me report to be ma na ye mi say, be ma na ye mi say, be ma na ye mi say be na mabusuafo na ye omo ya se bia me ko sa titi no. So what you see o. Me ba ma na ewie no ma wi o. Me be ma na ba be solve your problems. Afa de mabusuafo no hu be ma na ko fa ne
ya nana kwa me a otonom se munim nana kwa me otonom yontuni ona adwen nana kwa me wo pese wo baso a ma me hu message do link bi na otuma bas ye hia e mema ni bi so so ba nyanya mema
we want some
nana kwa me so a powerful part nana kwa me se utie na baso be 3 minutes bia e betima ma link na baso 3 minutes pieces
yeah and daddy se ba ni be ma no wo ho dan se ko ba se aware no engu ye kra na abusuafo no mpe ba no ana be ma na sem because of some omatiti so what you say enti no e ko ba bi se aware no egu a e so easily because be ma no ko fie sesi ana ko ka se o Kate ni suban my imagine se pese mi ja na so ye fo aso ko ja no because o ma tia o ma bre what you say sana me so me ka se
ba na ko we ja de dada
but ba we ja no akoma mu dada ke sense ma akeka ma busuafo ateno ma ye fed up on you enti e fed wa ba bia wa no aka ko ja no na ye de ho toye sana ba no so sana ba no so ono so be keka na ko se obi ko ja so ma si o msi o yate e da be na wa ready so ma si so kwa ko ja o ma ko ja o na wa ja no wa for ba bia tena enti aware de se ye adwin se pese ye warrior both parties na ya ba be nipa ba kra ba be hunam kro na be one person one instead of two no e was a time bia ye hu se ye ma ye wo se ya adwin eye baako ye bibia ye baako na ye hu kwan be fa so e be nyoma na se na aka eni se me so me de ato so no namfo ni ma mo hye nchen ni nipa mkokon aya na nyom nyina no mo pa wo yie e wa wale na wo mu no obi wa ha mo ma wale na mo wale ma ni je bia mo gene otincha ne yew ono na ni abre ne ho den e na so pa won asema akoka wale hu asema che no obegu no kwan bia so obegu na ne na be ye pe se ba sasem nyoma be yesu jafo se wa hu enti e fo am platform
you know something
me too
mommy you know something afeda show do ba be you can say You have a switch it topic, you know. You have a switch it topic, you know. Now let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's get to the nitty gritty of and the heart of the issue. Another reason why marriages break up a lot is hygiene.
Okay.
Hygiene.
And
nipani bebre wa omundo muhuni kra. Oh my goodness. Omundo, whether it's a bema or whether it's about they don't omundo muhuni kra. There are so many things that, you know, I mean, we live in the 21st century, for crying out loud. So what I say, I mean, even if you can afford some of these, you know, products, you can make home remedies, right?
Yes.
To use on your skin, to keep your skin looking fresh and smelling good. You know, uncle, and nipani baby or mani baby bro, I'm like I say, oh, you know, and miknu, my husband doesn't go down on me. Duh. Why would he go down?
Go down, interesting.
Yeah.
Like
that is Fred. That never let you any free platform. It's my money than you. That money than free platform is now.
Go down.
That money than now.
Okay, go down. We'll be to disable or corner or conform be.
I think everybody
Nana Nyawo today. Nana Nyawo today. Me can't say me. Me family bimbo. Na me ba mo. Dabi me ma mo gobi. Me ba mo gobi. No what na that di can say. Yes, obi. Wo de tie daddy tie. Yes, obi. And a friend ne maame e o Ghana no ne o kan nua bi o wa brochiri asam chen say ne nua bi o Ghana na o no afro bi wa brochiri ha na o kan di pakra asam say daddy Fred I was saying daddy Fred then ire de e me say wa hohoro na say de ama be ma na di pa because bias member ka bia no na be ma ni di so and na nipa ne ka say wo si on wa hohoro anu aduana me na di o say ha de di ni ro ye no Nana Pia, my year no amount, my year no amount. Let's go ahead. Bye. What's the idea? A row, yeah, no one. What else one word?
Rod. I said
I want to have better than the yes, they were tears and I say, Mr. My year no amount.
Because a baby will have one. She complains to say, me kuno on corner raw, right? On court down her raw. But meanwhile, no, that place is not conducive for him to put his mouth. Right? That place doesn't smell good. It doesn't, you know, there's so many home remedies that you can do. If you're a woman on this platform, there's no about it. You're all educated. Oh, no. And you're like, you know, fruits that you can eat. Pineapple is very, very good. Pineapple. It takes away the smell. It takes away the smell. It makes the place tight, and it makes it like really clean.
I want to change your move, bro. But I don't have to change the money. What's it, Emmanuel? But I said the neck you are actually. I must ready.
What can I say? Well, how you mentioned smell? Smell, what can I say?
Enka pampine.
It can be you know, because a cleansing system, right? And so and can be and then it also a hono like it just makes it like tight.
Tight, that's what I say.
Emma hono chick. Yeah. Nana, we Nana, how are you? What interpret me? What they can
It make the place like tight, right? And so when your husband is like there, you know, you can really but you have to take care of yourself, take care of your skin. And Mala, let me show you something, right? So your bar was sent, right? Ebia umotwemu, you have a lot, you was sent. Ebia and chebiana utin fife wa motwemu into a mouth bad smeller. Let me show you what to do. When you go to take a shower now, always make sure, sir, because sir under your arms that when the sweat comes in, yes, when the sweat comes in, it sits the sweat, sweat in it, right? And so that's what causes the smell. That's what causes deodor. And so you want to make sure that every day, and it depends on how fast your hair grows under your underarms, right? You always want to make sure you're shaving. Always shave, and then body scrub be na bibia no de udwaria fa o samna ne o sapo no udi betwi uyi ho na udi betwi samna udi betwi na to get the sweat, get the residue of the sweat out of your armpits, right? Uria now the body scrub no now they are and then smell it and make sure that it's smelling. You can smell the fragrance of the body scrub, right?
Yeah.
Uria now I will not that is Maya mention any product, and I'll not mention any names, study, but let me recommend this. So person to any kind of person to deodorant, because a lot of deodorant cause you to smell. The ones you want to buy is the antiperspirant, right? The ones that it causes you to be very dry. It holds the moisture, and so it causes you to be very dry. Those are the ones that you want to use. But you have to do this consistently. I forgot a step. Once you go into the bathroom, the first thing you want to do is to use a hot towel to wipe down your underarm. Wipe it down, because the hot towel will get rid of the sweat. Wipe it down, take your time and wipe it down. After you're done, and then shave. After you're done with the shave, take your regular shower. Make sure that you scrub with your soap and sponge. Scrub all the sweat away, scrub the residue away. When you're done, then use your body scrub. After you get out of the shower, wipe yourself down, and then use your antiperspirant spray or deodorant. Buy and your buy what Santipana. You always want to make sure you want to use the ones that are for men, because men are very, very strong.
They are
so
very
buy
strong.
Antiperspirant for men and then use it. Keep your underarms clean. You can do the same for down there.
Down there. Go ahead.
Shave regularly. Shave regularly. Leave the place bare. Right? Get rid of the hair, because the sweat sits there.
Nana Pacho Nyabotere. Nye meme nyina na omope oba a wayi na simi ni na afiri ho.
That's
true.
Bema bi o ha on pesa.
But
mema bi o ha omope no se na afuo. Na meba bi o omope se wayi ni nyina complete. Na obi so o pese wayi side and side na waji apampa mu no ho. Na ya odi adi agro. Enti no uhia bema. Uhia bema no a e wo se wo hunya ope na wayi ama no. Na wo kan me no ya adwen ba mema bi o ho agi se ubisa no se bia miwura anasomasi kwan ben so na pese menye we na waye kam waye bi wo ka se e de on share video bi o ho share kura me na be nam so na be manager no.
Okay, ma. So saying that you can have the hair but still keep it clean.
Clean, yes, clean, yeah.
That kind of, especially if you have like order down there, you want to make sure that you're taking regular shower. You're taking regular shower. You're using, panty liners. You're changing your panties frequently. Men share panties the whole day. Don't do that. Use panty liners. That way, because women, we discharge.
That's why you the whole day. Maybe I will call it anopa or call it anopa.
Put some new panties. Take some new panties with you. That way, when you go on break or something, you can use your panty liner and change out your panties. But make sure that you're really taking care. Because you see, Daddy, all these things I'm saying, it takes effort too. And it takes someone being very subconscious for you to get rid of the odor. Because it's breaking a lot of marriages. And even the men, please take care of yourself too. I don't know what men need to do, but maybe, Uncle, you can speak to that. But men, take care of yourself too. And I say, we need to know, we need to tolerate anything. No.
Oh, Obama sent a message, Bremy, New York. Na Obama Cassandra, na osu. Na Simina, and say, Obama, and then a bar, which on Peso Chai, Bear Man, a man for Canasa. Nanina, say, Bear Man of Sabe, only on a da, just Yawokan pepe, and near man, Kui cry. And to Obama say, untimi kura num kura untimi no kasa direct nti waso waka be ma na nya nti opeso oja ba message nti ode ba me no bi zam so onye den in fact so ba kro tie me onu ahu ya ma man reply bintimi ko kasa pija
wetum kasa onya aware
nti ma reply
that you uni me
pa to kan yes pepe me so se pija wa no why
nana pa na okay sorry Nana, why you ever been told there no so kakra? Say yo, Pacho, say me that say, Daddy, a mema no so na na ka no e pepepe, be ma bi ho ro no ho a One can sakra when you feeling be up so person in the bed. Just all channel, sana wamana see a fool, and it's any, I can say, only who ni idea, even at on a boxes, a channel crown, sunny a city, any idea.
3
A memory
days
be your
session.
moon, Daddy, a memory be your moon, papa, and I be Muslim, don't charism, among faho, and your moon who, because on what he said, Sabio, no, I will be, and I be all the sick of it, or yet, and I will be back.
Was if your bay, person didn't know Kohomawa. Or na near my bay, so when they be there, or person didn't know Kohoma. Or silly Tracy, now wouldn't remember me, I was a hard.
Daddy, I said, man, I go boss you.
Obey, because Obano didn't see Obani be your person didn't know Kohon, who's a drew baby, a mushy, I will know yet a dear, or some to be styles. Maybe obey at turning. Na or the Nechi Ama say that would die, Yana. It's used to say no bano so it was so not so yet dear. Maybe or no silly trust in ye. If you are put me, I say, oh man, come up, but don't to say hard drink.
Yeah. As a point pan and I pick up by a very good point pan. Now will be able to have a when I point in a good
say, and yeah, now man for complain. And remember the mood here, remember Mocasam the bus went to me mine. Why, Mofferry? And remember, I've been more complaining. Now, but not been more complaining. He said, I said, we may jump into jump Yaco baby be serious. My money be complaining. He said, I said, money on way no more da, a broochly no yana. A man the same style. There be our mother, yasa, woman who styles be and there be a boss or dafaco. I say, and we shall swear styles and Diana account.
Daddy, Nana, Obasoka be there, I mean, can be answer. Okay, Daddy, you, Pacho, you. Daddy, me Pacho say, me man can say, Sebio, and your man on one in Mustai, me man soon Mustai, nibi. Ntibane de bia oda ho no be ma no dia asem no waka se bia bran na de enye ni say ana bia enye ni say ade no de omuka o se ba no da bia omuda ho e wo so hu say saa de we no last me no di ko mo me ka kire wo say it shouldn't be on top of bed all the time e no kra esa na ye one way so what you say e wo say de no de say laundry room na my already am kitchen am ye bedroom o info hinfa bathroom o de benyo enya dia ewo position baako so wahu
so utimi ne timi dware kra bombo adware
na ya bibia na se ko ba se ai mo betime bibia mo pe bia wo ho na ko ba ne se wo be me wo si oba ne ye one way na se wo so ye one way bi wo de yin na aka se ba ne nya o ka se wonye so wahu ayana tambi oba so mo di brem no gu mba no so because se bi oba no onti na be ma ne kana ja oba yi na no now they be all die. So don't percent cabana your day. Now, person, you know, Nana, as my first in here can be an Asha Asiabesi or no. Says, no, they say Nipana and I been said, or no, I high the experience and high of you were to so what I say, and now our last to be the experience the value of you our so what I say. Then so and so now also say experience counts. Obama ko bema na ko wale obabi na se ba no experience aya mana mo experience no me srem amomwa mema no kasa obeka so kosia we hi na ye den enso any day onso omia na no and I'm saying
nyanka styles na papa no nyanka
Daddy, I don't know about that one.
Daddy styles we have some nyanka
unim styles na mema na kasa man unim and you unim mo
na style ben na be man person
me Nana
Kasa.
I don't know about that one. That one I have zero opinion.
Nana why are dear Nana? See that friend. Now see who ni say acquire to say woman aduane bema bia ni wiase a ne betuma no aduane amana ye ne de more than maame aduane da obia ni ho se beboa o de obi mra platform so don kan tem se ne betuma no aduane amana bitiri maame aduane awano amana di efiti ne nkora brem se de se enye de enam se ne maame ne sa enam se aduane odi wo ne nkora brem nyina nti no tem bia no oko hu aduane foforo sa aduane bi o ba bi kura o di anan maame de na ba be si team so what you say me pese me ka kosi asem so say emmema no mo hu ni say ye no ye maame no ye beto wo mo no mo kurumu da sa na no mo da se ba ni da ho na be ma ni da no so sa na ye hu ye ba ne ya 21st century ba ye afa na ye hu ni ma bebre obetimi aye se enti be ma so nkofo dumia enne
enti hona se obetimi aye se
that was a program and crash to shabby until you can be na your brown to make a cry. Yeah, brown to make a cry, baby. I said, I'm on. Yes, I'm crashing. The Beman so, what question style be, and answer what is style be on famra, number in what I say. Sana ye kind of foforo say e mema no bi so experience pa enso nam so ohia na ire na oye ho so ye krife ni nti no osuro so ka kopa styles na ba na bi sa ne say eh na we su ko sua ne wo he we su ko hu ne wo he sa na mema no bi so omo bi sa ma no sa enti no de sa nkita hudie we say na duru ho a aya omunya questions bisa there is no question wubisa questions bebre na akese wo say adwen no because so won so no obi hia na say won ye sa de we a adwen no ene de anije no ba na fa bisa me question na kwa we ko hia no hen na no so bisa me na so ko hia we wen na fa no akwese question and answers well we be ba ho so no na mo anfo an ye ba bi papa se wa hu e ya de amo ya e wo sentiase adwen no mu da ho fine na mo ye ma de obi anfa
Mama
I
think it's like Mom was saying, a lot of the times, uncle, that's what we were saying from the beginning, right? So you guys are not virgins. I'm not a virgin, you're not a virgin. We decide to get married. Everybody has experience, right? Ebiao Phyllis said, to say na ubisano or bano nikune so ni styles. But you see, maybe I so nim styles so. But it says mommy can also say if she exhibits all those like taekwondo stars or not.
Nipa was really experience what make a taekwondo style.
Na be kubio, na be kubio.
And if you ask when they meet me really I don't have anything. I don't what make a taekwondo.
I think I can't taekwondo. You could food taekwondo stars and now. Obeka say she's too experienced. Now yes. The problem about
our yes.
Into no beya who to say she doesn't know what she's doing. But you see, what's on also who to say she doesn't know what she's doing. No? At the end of the day, she's also not getting any satisfaction from the
that's right. Yes. And I can be
anything. And so it will continue. You're not satisfied, she's not satisfied. It's creating strife in the marriage. Right, but Awalian say like say we communicate. From the beginning, we spoke about some of the recipes for marriage. Yeah. Communication is the foundation of anything, uncle. Yeah. Whether it's a friendship, it's a business relationship, whatever the need that relationship is, it will only thrive if there's solid communication. So what I say, even one of the hiring qualification you have to be a good communicator. You have to know how to communicate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. And also because you have to do creative and analytical thinking. So what I say, and so communication is the best. If you feel like you want her to do, you're comfortable, say then you need to make her feel comfortable doing that. Right? Yes. Okay, babe, like sit on me, like take the lead, right? Make her feel comfortable, because if you make her feel comfortable now, it will relax her and it will open her, it will build her confidence. One time I catch her, the biggest thing for women, uncle, is confidence. And man, the biggest thing for women to have is say your partner encourages you and brings out the confidence in you. And because that's the kind of partners that we want. A man who lets you win, a man who makes you feel comfortable, that you can express yourself. Or baby, I'm can have her own opinion. I'm too outspoken to be in that kind of a relationship. Right? My mom raised me to be very outspoken. If you have an opinion, share it. Don't be afraid to say what's on your mind. Speak it respectfully, but make your point. Right? because you're an educated woman. That's why she took me to very expensive school to learn, so that you can win in life. Right? And so you have to make her feel okay. You have to make her feel, say, babe, whatever you know how to do, no, your compound, do it. I'm all for it, right? And then take the lead. Make it happen. You're the driver today. You drive this car, babe.
So you both no catch or the only me be and pass or I the only me be
and then
but you have to make her yes, I trace out your was now with your was
exactly. That's why a lot of women are not doing it, because man, you make, and then and some men make you feel guilty for knowing what you know.
No, yes.
What I said. That's not good. That will call banish. You don't do that. You make her feel guilty. Who don't say now? Oh, yeah, verbal abuse. No, kind of we will do way so to. No, don't do that. You create what you call it, low self-esteem in your wife.
In your wife, yes.
So what? Yes. So you open a whole Pandora's box you don't want to do. As long as say, mommy way on your virgin, me so me your virgin. We both have experiences, you have to be open to whatever kung fu tycoon comes into the you have to be comfortable with it. So men, we beg you, right? Make your women feel confident in the bedroom so that they are able to please you, because at the end of the day, it's pleasure. Oh yeah. So now when you for, right?
Yeah, daddy. Nana, what's my one kind of Matthias? But daddy, I never call someone me man no more complaining. Yeah, they Chrome I say internet. For data na you to internet bosome sa entino wo say me na me ka say yemfa electronics in bedroom there, but say no so mu say Chrome ha no ye onema bebre a be macro na wo ma sa complain betimi ni ba na hwe no wa kan say ba ni say me pese try we because there's
your mama when you say only obane kwhwa when no dakora na de ni hu obane bedwene saa de na wakonya interest e was I was saa de so kwhwa me pese me bodin ba we are addicted into it. Oh say this there we are
daddy mahu na me kire say be se bia na obane nim bi so na be mai nim se na ye kan asem no. So what you say? So no nim dia on kire ban without that. And you be come
without that na dey mother dem mugu so ye bibia on pan so also na ye nyina ho na mo gina ho chapa ye na akunyam on create.
Yeah. But that you also say
but that is so ade che o pa na ma memfa manu nyina nwurwura mu fa mi ti nyina nwurwura.
Daddy na me man bi so a according to studies amaye no kire say ebi mu nyemma be ma ni bi emmema ni bi styles bi o mo ye no etimi mo betimi amom nyarewa bi mo ti say stroke ni ni o ma bebre nti enye style bi a na wo so mo ye wahu o so ye ade a enkofa ayi susunya ensoso ahu bi emma later just for you to have a satisfaction, you know. I was all ye bibi na afen so asem ade na make us on behwe no so na ade ba ko na aba ne se mema bebre hwe enu nti na ya na ma na omo kasa unhum we na ade ba ko se mema ne hu ni se enu no eyesini eyesini e no mo cha e na wo
che oba no so kwhwa ya na problem che se ebi oba no kwhwa mema na omo ye sa de na ebi ade ekuta wo mo nya asa betwa ozo no da ho na ozo de ekuta wo te se de eni ya ozo na akwa the disparities abam
aha that is say e wan so omo hu ni se enu so eyesini se wate ase enya ade a eye real eyesini ankasa I just say ate de omo ate but the length of the how many hours, how many minutes, how many whatever there eyesini na wo hwe se wate ase enti ayana manfo bebre no mo go hwe no pese ma no yenye bia enye possible because ba no a owo saade no so na hu no time and stars a wo yiri ne ma wo ye bia wo ye ate ne kakra bi e no mo di bebre aka hu se be amanfo be nya anije no ma hwe se wate ase enti mema no so omo hwe saade na omo pese chichichi omo yiri muntim ye bi no ye pa omo chew so mu se we sini akweso hwe akan drama enya de e wo se wo be ye na wo be ma oba bi e de akoye bibi ya bakwa akofa ha obi abre no
buni sisim
sa pepepe me kai say ye me kai say ye my daddy na me nua girl baako o say ni boyfriend is o ni matopambu nti eja okoda boy ho bae na ni abredi aso boy no sia oni matopambu ni stars yi den na girl baako sa tem na ni ma ba wiase ya ba ne be me na bi ni wiase e na me nua girl baako ka say okay na ye nko na me konko kire wo me say ade tie me na ni timi na nte
ojo ni matopambu akoche na tupabu pa
ojo na tupabu ade tie na me nua ni timi na nte ne wona me nyina ya ne ya
Okay, I do this. So let me tell you a joke, right? I don't know if apparently it was a story. It's about that we don't catch it or say. One time we say boys Ghana omubo chess or say that whatever you call it. And on my dad for back say nume wait there wa lie or compare I guess so which says I can't be obsessed somebody giddy. So we are no and or compare guess the back no man is scar. So no pedo was saying or man is scar first as already called them. Domo call ye no edum kanea akodam pem ebe ye bunam kan unam bon to bon enyi kenwi ebe sha ase e wa again say oh bra pacho ukotodwe wo me ukotodwe o say ukotodwe wo me pacho ukotodwe akware say mi kotodwe ebi onya mi kotodwe
Yirima
Anakia be kuya. What's Johnny? Ni ko today.
Again, I say, because we go to J. I don't go to Joe. I say, get it, say, and yay. I say, oh, and I did no. Get it, I say, Papa Joe, you think
Well, Johnny.
We are friendly Yirima, Nidino, Yirima.
Yanti daddy nkrofo mo din nsem tututu wani omandi mu netoda aya na tutu omanu kakra hwe ne ma ekoso because ma hu sa ware bebre a egu okrom ha no eye sa sini na omohwehwe no ne de awale guo no ba because nema omoye wo mu na ya ho pese omoyire no ananse omomplan mo so whatever omoye the same enye adwuma because ade aye si obi twasini ene obi ye ne life no eye different so ahu enti omu say sa styles ahoro ya be matim peja ba no de nan ko ha wa peja bi no ahuru ni ha obi ye we na e wote ni nyina so hu say eye just can
hey and
say kind of acting
nine dey say upeja e kama upeja na nine me nyina aka bom na go he ya e kama
Daddy Matthias yes
I'm say stars dey una wasu kire you one
I was not so train so na asem ko de dey o so wo train because that na me so we stars mu kra passing yen
how's the stars no the member no the title the member no on say member bebre ye ma ko the ma me the mechanic pain on say you kwan bebre o say woni oba eda enye say no yere wo ho a da bia na modam paso na ya na opega na bi I was a billion and I say the ye or Musa man for she. Also, Utimi who said, Obe Marinia dajid de nano e boomer casana no so bomuno. So barnet to say sort to send or bow your yere dear. Oh, say, ya na ya wadia a tipima or barnet.
Daddy nya botan pa so wa ha me refi dan pesa meka oh asema na pia kan ye bi na wo ka no san croforo mu twasini no obia wo doctor omo special doctors doctor for no omo hwe omo doctor for hohoro mase doctor for no omo wo massage for omo obia omo ye Brazilian ne ade omo yi omo chi ni omo anim nyina eju se ma ne time bi omo ye very neat o ye ejuma we professional job no omo ye no so omo ye very very neat so what you say enti se nipa kro na one ne koye no so oye saa de na ono no onya enkaboni bia se na e ka no je say nipa na ye very neat anka se wo yo ma timi hu wo hwe ba no se na ayi na o ma de no so no o mutimu ye bi tattoo o ma yi no so o mutimu omo ye ne mo daddy omo ye nneoma bebre aye no mo say no ye nye saade no.
Yeah, I was musua because
Na bi daddy kana kro. Daddy kana kro you don't know.
Meba show. Onne obi ne na yere da ho. No ne ne da. Opija ne nine, on say nine no. Ade no position na ya na ye ka ho asem no. On say opija so ba no say be excuse me to say na say no kra so me hen kra na. Opija nine ba akoto ha. Ana say opija nine no ba akokọ soro na ba akon e wo foma e ma no e kache kakra. Enti be ma no say na ade ni so say na ade no so. Obomoden de kwa or the ko inside the pe. Tim say ek nam no ka bom mi enu nti no. E che kama. Nse ya na e che no tutu oba no te honam na gasa. E no opija no so a on say oba no pija na mi enu nyina gu shoulder say ya. Na yi ni nyina pu abakama enti o ko inside the show e den utim say vrum yi ma oba no fili. We nyina na ye niema wo yo oba. Se wunim ya na be ma ne ya o say te say de oba bi beka anasa awarefo bi beka so bi say na me de me na ye me ya na me de nso mu na me de mpagya me e na wo de star we de ma yare na de oba wo so timi dan na wachi wo na wo chese o sani city o e bi mo kwan mo fa so de sani si so na se wo akira o pia ya kokama e na be ma so no de bia e bi no say 3 minutes wo de oba da enye se wo ne da ya 3 minutes na no na ho aba no aso da bi wadwene ne yes o ho bana no fi watu afiri na de katre ma ne nam na se katre ma so de nam na se no hwe yi na kasa de simfimfi na eno ano no ewi oba no what ma se oso mo ba na ni ji na otu na de bia sori na yenim sa star yi yenim hwe na ba se equity problems also about na empanity say anasa kunya so no ba to so utim say yes afu tirum nyina na ni nyina asasa eno sem ne eka
e ba sakra daddy na ure ya fu program aka so ba be
na ure fi o you program kra wonye oba to so na wo twisia on say entina ya na
na daddy ti o tena wo kan won say na ti asema o kan ye no na nasema o kan ye no say ma ni ni omu hu ni omu ni me ma ni nyina no say ko ba say yetimi di ehu ni na wo kan no eye easy say be ma no be ya ma o ana so ba ne be ya ma o si wa hu na wo kokohwe ayi sini no a ba na ye no kama no ba na me che say ma no
sini no kwa na besa me kama say
I just some kama me kama me che say aya ma mo compare ni o ma comparison ene ko fan san sam wo nyina ba say wa hu enti no me fan say na me ka say o ma me aduane ye o ma me aduane say this and say ubedi amana ye wode say be man na dey tu ni tirim say
me need Wellington Adele say watching you live New York. Hey Daddy Fred, great show.
So eje ko ba say wo wani je wo yire ho a kwan bia be fa so wo ne be da ma ba na ni age no eno na wasam mienu nyina no mo pe ho asem hwe say die na ye betimi aye ama ye ni age nipa mienu ne ye hia wo ye nipa ba ako enti se
the order the nam na the order the nam far away ma kire osisi a de be kire mu no oba bi edi ho a we we mana na ninye what I say
okay yeah and the mema no mind
me twa no
but see uncle what you're talking about no it's good because see you're talking about Obama don't be selfish. Right? Because it's not about one person's pleasure. I always say a selfish person has no business getting married. Right? Because marriage is not about it's about partnership. If you're selfish, you can't do marriage. But in many people, it's all about their pleasure. Right? It's about okay, pam. Some of the positions, it's hurting the woman. Like she's in pain. She's not having any pleasure. But Obama no cry, you're so oblivious. You're not even paying attention. You don't know that they're no, she's in pain. Right? But because she doesn't want to create any conflict, she just takes it and then gets up and goes. Right? There's no she's not having fun. You just do your thing. But what you're saying is that the man needs to take his time to know the woman's body. Right, bring her to get her to that place, right, where she's kind of what did I say? Where she's you know, like you get her to that place where
level na man
the level na be me nya ni ma bia ohia.
Because almost say we imagine say me ntwa no obi wo na wo ne yere da the one ne da ya ne say just say romance kra no mo ntiki o mo nya romance bia also so na no fo ano ngoro ho ma no say wo so ano no wo sa ba ko goro ho no sa so wa ase na prepare ase ho no kakra so ba na they want for come. Oh, sorry, I'm not quite that's so. Oh, sorry, I'm not quite that's so. And I find no, sorry, 3 minutes. And also, this is more ding. Nah, Papa just there be a to was here.
That's right.
Yeah, to was here. Also, team piano. Also, I know we see now with Sasson and Namana, we and no romance, and no take about 13 minutes. To before we go inside them, no ban where we view crowd times 19. Well,
say daddy, and I can say, so we say no, I am to watch yet. Now, what say? Daddy, now so say what's my work? I know we are doing. Na wo say we nim nyina na entiase wo nipa mienu ni ntem se ebenya ye ho entiase se wo hu na me hu ni say oba ne be ma enkita hodie no enya de e wo se pains bi bam as soon as abahu se ba ne say I'm in pain, you have to stop now pay different way bobi wo de nipa na ka say I'm in pain kwa fe no wa say no afa kwa no be bo ho more ana nipa no wo pains mu no e ba sa na ema wo enye wo anije enye ba no so anije enti se na na eka no we have to study each other body no na ye hu kwa be fa so be obi abenya ne good satisfaction na ankofo asem bi ankofo say asisie bi abamu sa wo da de wani age ade afa wi asem mi na meti wa mi su ene kura mponya wasem afa na be kan say da bia usu wo da bia wo sheda na yesa na dien na afa wa starting obeka say papa bi a kire wo no afa na obeka kan sem hunu a kire wa ma wo kura wo afu mo so what you say enti aya we nyina na ehia se ye nipa na ye study ye ho na ye hu nia ye ni gie se na wo ka no se ye mpa so se ye akonwam se ye table so se ye de ben so mo se mu hia mu hu nia mo ba ye amani beje na ma wa de no obi
timi ka se eh me pa se me de ma no me ketre ma pa be fefa oba me yira se de no me nye oba se de how then oh
and then I make a child say,
so when you say, my memoir, typical example of Pijan and 9 echo back or na empano edge on a bar moon a pan. Maybe I'm
panning nine a pill, passa and paddy in a walker. And by example, but
and patenting, maybe Chawadi, pan one. Now, I bet now, sir, or Barbanet, I know the pass in not to her. Pijan and I back now could to a nim. Oh, you must have one a nice son, and I was so much to know come not. Ah,
and I see breakfast in bed.
Be our worry, many be worry. A year 14th February, 14th May, just or Prince or say Ajikum Prince to say Michelle you didn't be show
uncle any catch and say honeymoon night and then watch you know
honeymoon and I actually
man got to papa so
the praise tips and Anna but what was that it's on mammy muso when you're fair mammy share simply near my church kakre they say holistically on say kabema yo more bank you anawusa
oh yeah
yeah more ba no kra na went man so kra na oba na nya anigie because oba na nkai say oh
daddy me friend my excuse daddy me friend my excuse bia ho na wo ke yo mama excuse we have my excuse bia ma sem no daddy na wo kana no correct Money me many na yetimu yes sama ye partner you good. Na how many people no ma try and answer my or my some person ye because be more old mentality na wo mutim. Na make sure say obi friend ni abona manese ne yere ahohoro na se anu aduana me na di o say e ha de edi ni road. Obi o wa brochire ha say no awa na gi so person spice ni marriage bia no obesua onimu kura na obetry ba mo wo fie no fa bebre ni still am sa mentality no esa de wetin me ya adwuma se ni se bia na oba no so
no pa me didi pa de
how
nipa
them
go
yes
ba
sir
se
so wo
me nya sa de no oh
obi o nya sa be ma bi okobo so kra wan hwa na na so kra ka so no wajai so what ya se ai ti se na na kan ye no kra wo se nyina study each other na ye hu ne ye fi se ya ye benya satisfaction no na ye to aso so wo na star be na obi ka se ye na e be de ni je be bra ka se wonye na bia na star no baka so be den fa ni je mre wa ene de no e wo mu se ye ka aboa nkro amanfo aware se na ma aware be koso na ne no nkyere se star wi be ku no wa ye no e wo so hwe star ye de yi be brew obi ka e de anije ni mpuntu obi be wa aware no na wa ye
yes style abi na azu sisi yo ya
ai ave na okwa ba ye be sia na kita walking stick
na
Debbie
na also de na work
To say Mami Kano, you know, and like you said, you know, it's important, because Usha Krana, the only because I'm a Christian, so I'll always come from that perspective. The only time that sex is allowed is within the context of marriage, right?
yes.
Me as a Christian, if I'm keeping myself for marriage and then I come into marriage and sex is not good, then what's the point, right? And so I think in a marriage, you know, we are okay as long as we are married. We are okay to explore. Let's explore. Let's find what works for us as a couple. Let's find what works for you, what works for me. You know, what position is great, what positions maybe not too good. Let's spice it up, right? Sometimes we can play, you know, games. We can whatever we'll do. Ebema, you know, the sex life to be very healthy and good because it's breaking a lot of marriages, right? Because just not your sex life is like non-existent. Because if only may have sex and it's only pain enough. Uncle, that's the reason why a lot of women, you know, Becca see you, me family, bed 3 months in you, or mommy and family home cano. Well, I mean, if I'm going to walk away with pain, then why would I want to do that? Right?
Yeah.
We need to take time. We are married, right? Let's take time and explore. Bible crackers say once you get married, your body no longer belongs to you. It belongs to your husband and then vice versa, right? And so whatever, yeah, it will be good for us. And let's find our own niche and let's make it happen in the bedroom and you know, keep the marriage tight. I guess in wrapping up, you know, let's reiterate some of the things I can, you know, right? Marriage, it's conversation, communication,
That's right.
communicate. And yes, yeah, pam. If it's not working for you, don't shut your mouth. Say something.
Yes.
Because of Evan, he doesn't read minds. So maybe he just genuinely doesn't know that you're in pain unless you speak up. So you have to bring yourself up. Don't say it in a nasty way. Just, you know, what we know. And that's the thing. Women, you have to be really careful. You need to know when to say something, right? A lot of times, you know, and yet during the situation, and I'll be kasa. I told you, you have to you have to use caution and knowledge and wisdom. In the heat of in the middle of maybe an argument or whatever, tempers are flying. Don't pick that moment to address an issue.
Yeah.
Change. And then you'll come back and say, well, honey, or maybe babe, or whatever. You know, like it didn't work for me. Maybe can we try a different position some other time? But you know, but it's not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it.
How you say
right?
it.
How you say it, it makes a big difference. Because the Bible casts it like a soft spoken words, no, it turns away anger. That's what I said. Say, uncle, I don't it's imperative to say, Emmanuel, please communicate. Don't leave men. they don't read minds. So what I say, and if it's not working now, Cassie, babe, it's not working for me. I'm feeling pain, right? Let's try something else. And communication, just don't go into marriage with an exit strategy. Go into it to make it work.
Forever.
Whatever it takes, let's make it work.
If I go show me
yes. Yeah, now that
one more thing, ma. Imagine say you know you were down back home, like you're saying you were down back home, right? There are no windows, there are no doors. Say it just sad anymore. There's nowhere for us to run because there are no windows, there are no doors. We'll do whatever it takes. Rebecca say, Rebecca say you are telling you better majano, right?
Yeah.
We're going to pop up whatever it takes because we can't run. But if you're in a room where the windows, there are doors, you know, it just told me now everybody is running. Right?
Yes.
And so just look at marriage like that. There's no window, there's no door. I'm not going anywhere. So whatever happens, we got to figure it out together. But don't misconstrue what we are saying. We're not saying say, yeah, they are verbally abusing you. Stay. No, that's not what we're saying. That's a whole different topic for another day. That's not what we're saying.
Yeah,
just say is aside from those situations, you know, make marriage to work. Leave walking away from a marriage because your husband snores. That's not a valid reason to get a divorce. That don't make no sense. So make marriage work.
What I would serious so and now maybe I should not be an annual
Daddy say how you say your name bebree wo ha ubetimi ato na mo wa yusu ana position bi wo ha be man da e man hwan nkromo no a wo ba no betimi aboa no say moment abo so other sa position na no na waye bi mu krampo to body pillow na mo odi ato horse na be nipa kro na huro back to that position na e betimi man nipa kro no ahwan nkromo no say wo hu nti onyema bebree ho e betimi aye ne ya boa ama ya ware no akoso na mpacho so aka say bia na me beto aso say wo say ram akono refie say ye kan say awarefo omotam bia omon kan hu say wo so omoni omukuru no mu ene nka omon nsem momfo omon nsem kokoko abusua mu omonfo omon nsem kokoko na fofo ho especially na fofo omuni kunu and na fofo omuni kunu no omoye dangerous was a time bia no mu kwa mbefa so a stay away from them. Now, omunyai some day aware omonafofo no ebeba beba bedroom, bedchere material things. And I mean kuno boy adwuma o misida no bo madwuma saa na ye den. Wadamfo beba behwe, obaba ni beba so na kunu na jawo. Enti no akofo wadamfo no ya. Enti no aya mo nhwe namfo ye na so wadamfo so bi o ho betima ba say wonu kunu hie ya ye no onka o pass stories bi ankyere wukunu no ba wadamfo de waka akere no enti ese ekoba se wadamfo no epe eho abehye ni enti no na wakọ osi na woni masema ho asoma si kura si say afi na be ma na ni nyi wo hu biem wani be ba ho so na be ma na gya no waware wadamfo no enti yesremo won't stay away from those kind of friends no and then some amade kwakwa abusua mu no so no ema aware eguo bebre aba because obi abusua ni penasem me so me de kakra meka no no na mama odo entsna ho kama
hygiene you can hygiene
so ho asem say na me ka say no nso no e wo say na wa kire mu no e wo say ebisa be ma no hwe say be ma bi ho a opese oba no onyi ne ho nyina onyi ase ho nyina ana onya wini bi ho ana ma ne nya wini bi ho ni nyina wo ne oba ma ne hia wo se mu hu ni nyina na oba no so wo se be ma na se afu fuka na nya de woni ji ho aka kire na onyi because be ma ne bi so ho a de wo mama ma se afu no eya na menye ne ho nya wakono so se bi wo be so mu kura mpo waka so de ba be hye wanum wo de be hye wanum so for what
also to me no Mumienhwe madam for be worry madam for na or worry no need sempa musha prince traditional marriage ceremony 13th May Saturday and now 10 a.m. prompt Leicester in Kobe in the praise or the nana and no more I don't say if I said you must that say the peno
congratulations.
Congratulations, Prince. Prince, your boy Abasopa.
Yeah, Prince de okay ye wadan fune daddy nim style se panti daddy. Ka say Prince say ohiam wa bia wo so ofrew.
And
Onye
I
ma
say,
ayi
you and they said so our na birthday cookout. Say our no birthday, Cassia pass a bay no Worcester, Massachusetts. Say, yeah. The other for no
okay.
umbrana moment actually. Baby a bay our no traditional marriage ceremony in any address in the also. If you so pet na fe ya ye cookout. It was a prince. Wow, a branch near Ababawa Kama. Already a shram. Suja deɛ yɛ o wotumi sɛ ɔmadi sogya papapapapapa and they say no awurade abie kwan no aba prince mea wotumi sɛ wɔadi sogya akyɛ ɛnyɛ easy o.
Uh-huh.
Uncle, Mamika, I just saw like a comment from earlier on. Someone says something that I think it's like it's really important that we mention.
Okay.
A lot of people are very ungrateful.
Mhm.
Ungratefulness also causes, marriages to break down because
Yeah.
no, they're bit to me and so I
Mhm.
baby strength, what his strength can do is what he's doing. But the fact to say be a down for be no the strength you're different, no, you compare, right? You're compare, and that's his strength one time more, but like in terms of material things, right? Maybe your husband can only afford maybe a 1 bedroom or a 2 bedroom at that time, right? And then maybe our down for be near husband can afford a mansion, right? And then you start comparing with yours, and that's when you start talking about all the things that you don't have versus concentrating on all the things that you do have, right? Instead of looking at the glass half empty, look at it half full, right? Because it's the way I believe. I'm a firm believer that the way you see the problem is the problem. If you
Yes.
see it as a problem, it's going to be a problem. Some people
Mhm.
see it as just a way for this is something that I could actually learn from. I can use it as an experience, right? And so they learn from it and gain the knowledge that it has to teach them. Versus
Mhm.
someone will look at a situation and say, "Oh my God, this is like a big problem. How am I going to solve it?" Right?
Yeah.
And so it's just a perception, and it's the way you look at things, the way you see the problem is the problem. So instead of looking at obidia or wono and comparing it to yours,
Very
no, how
true.
about maybe
Yeah.
be grateful, right? Be
Mhm.
grateful for what you have, because
Yes.
obi uksu fear wa obi fear will fear chi,
Yeah.
right?
Obi su fie
Was it
wase wo de.
was it
Obi su
one
fie
or
wase wo de.
okra? Also that
Yeah.
okra we so crab bread jam.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Daddy.
right? So be
Nana,
grateful.
Nana, obi su the question about or say na so oba no twi hwan krom mo a be ma no nyai nana.
Well, we never said anybody to leave anybody. We're
No,
just
no,
saying
see,
that,
Nana question e dey so. Also, what of
yeah,
if the lady no,
but
can the man also leave or walk away?
yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though. Kwesi, your question is not. We never said anything about the woman leaving the man. What we did say was that leaving, snoring is not a valid excuse to walk away from a
Excuse for
marriage.
you to walk away from the
Yeah,
marriage. Yes,
and that's
that's
what
what we said.
exactly. That's what Car say, Mom. That that it's all about a matter of position. If their position now or Dano, you can turn him a certain way. So that question is disingenuous because we never said anything about leaving your husband or your wife because they're snoring. That
Yeah.
as a matter of fact, we specifically said that is not a valid excuse to walk away from
Excuse.
that.
Yes. Yeah.
You got to do better. Come on, that's just ridiculous.
Okay.
Mhm.
I don't know me better must say. Prince was overworried and then the intimacy of Mukotanechi. Why? Ubi or she
No.
piano, Leicester, and a year May 13th for Saturday in our end Bebaso. The Mukotachi, Prince went Disuja Chapa, Sujano. Is it will feel Sujano Mutinas and Petra, or movie our birthday cookout, or Moyan Worcester, and I don't know Mukotachi. As a man, I'm working track toward the my member and Equias Nafi member, Katie Sona, yes, sorry.
It's been a great program. Thank you, Daddy, for putting it together. Thank you, Mama Kate, for coming on.
You're
I
welcome.
hope your small experience, not or our small, foolish wisdom or the small irrelevant knowledge that we have and we've shared with people. No, I hope that someone can take it and apply it to their lives or their marriage, their relationship, or whatever they got going on, and that it can yield results, right? That we will see people. But the thing is, you need to do the work, right? And you look at it as entertainment. No, because we're giving you practical examples of what to do to get the results that you want. But it will only work out if you apply it, right?
Yeah.
And so
Put it
please,
to
I
practice.
encourage that exactly some of the things that we've said, if you feel like it relates to you, please take that, apply it, and then we want to hear from you guys. Like, okay, maybe I did this and it's working, or maybe it's not working. Let us know, right? That way, because a form of us learning, right? Learning and growing. We hope some of the things we've said, it can really help you to see, the good results that you want to see in your marriage. Yeah.
Nana, yeah, that's a pass. So, assemble now, but to my Kate.
Yeah, daddy, yo. Yɛda wase sɛ wode yɛba wo program so program no m'ani gye ho paa na ɛwɔ sɛ yɛtaa yɛ no mpɛn pii yɛtaa yɛ sɛ once per week o
Then
twice
they
per
try me
week
maybe palm or my become, but
because
mind mamma
yeah
because never
because
said
ɛwɔ
man
sɛ
is your experience.
saa pɛpɛ yɛhia mmarima wɔ so sɛna mmarima no so bɛka bi na mmaa no so ka bi sɛna bɛyɛ bɛma yɛ akɔ yie ama atiefoɔ ɔmɔ platform yi so ɔmɔ ahu nea ɛɛkɔ na sɛna nana kaeɛ no yɛdeɛ mfa sɛ experience anaa na yɛate nea yɛahunu ɛna yɛabɛka wɔ platform no so ɛno nkyerɛ sɛ kyenkyenkyen a yɛpɛ sɛ obi nye sei na obi mpɛ sɛ ɔnyɛ sei nanso me nua akɔyɛ te sɛ waka book story book bi na ɛmu asɛm yɛ wo dɛ tɛn bia wɔ hɔ a yɛapɛ sɛ wokan ho asɛm bi kyerɛ obi anaa bi a bibi awareɛ deɛ ne kwan awa nti yɛfrɛ no sɛ awareɛ no especially yɛn a ɛwɔ aburokyire ha no yɛnhwɛ awareɛ mu yie na yɛhu sɛ wopɛ wo nua baa asɛm a woware wo yere a ɔyɛ wo nua baa wopɛ wo nua bɛrima asɛm a woware wo kunu a ɔyɛ wo nua bɛrima yɛde saa asɛm no bɔ yɛ berɛ a mefii sɛ ɛbɛboa yɛ daddy meda wase
Mommy can't be and it just triggered something in my memory. Let me just say very quick before we go. Who said there's a reason why when you're getting married Obano, the father walks the bride to the husband and then hands the bride over to the husband, correct? That's the tradition,
yes,
right?
Right, yes.
It's not people need to pay attention. It's not something ordinary. It's not something that's meaningless. The unspoken words, the unspoken message is the father telling the husband that this is where my leadership of this woman, this is where my covering for this woman, this is where it ends, and this is where yours begin. So you see, men represent strength, men represent covering. He made them the head. That's why I say the man is the head of the woman. And so a man represents a covering for a woman. A man represents leadership for a woman. Into a catch and you say, I'm done with mine. This is where it ends. This is where yours begin. And so what I've been to her, which is a covering, a father, a provider, a protector, you continue from here. Bible said you need to treat your wife. I wrote the scripture down, to 1 Peter 3:7. Or said, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to wisdom, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers not be hindered. Nature say, Obama, if you don't treat your wife, ye krana. Because the final part so that your prayers are not hindered. So what I said, and so if you're mistreating your wife, God is against you. So we beg you, cover her, be a covering unto her, and be a leader for her. And a man, right? This your mouth, no. You have to know your place. Know that he is the lead. He is the lead, and he is your covering, and he is your leader. Honor him and respect him. Bible say, men love your wife, women submit. And so go into marriage with the thought that said,
we are all the same.
But that is why marriages are not working.
That's why
because people do not know the roles that they play. You need to know your role and stay in your lane. He is the lead and you follow. He leads you and you follow. This is a man that you chose. In tune to me, respect it or Bema one casa, because nobody holds a gun to anybody's head to get married. Right? This is a man that you chose. This is a man that you chose for yourself. So if you can't respect a man that you chose, who can you respect? Right? And so go into marriage knowing that I'm going to submit to this man and honor him, and men go into marriage knowing I'm going to love this woman, cover her, and lead her properly. Right? That's all I'll say to end. Yep.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yada munyina ase. Maya dia mani aje.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. I don't follow.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Nana queer at the same time as Kate. Yada munyina ase my journey a programming amaya the program ya baby yet was a very successful night. And I said, "Rema bedroom morning, and the munyina ase meeting added daddy Fred, and I'm the BC, Akra munyina, what in an equia enka, and I'm Kate in far away Canada, and an equia far away Atlanta, and I'm coming in daddy Fred.